guys, Elle Talks, and welcome to the stream. Today, I'm here with Logan, LDP, who will be doing stuff on stream. Yeah.
Doing stuff is that allowed? Is that like okay by TOS?
Yes.
Okay.
Stuff. Like playing games and stuff.
Hi.
Alright, we are here. You got anything planned for today?
Just
Really?
as far as I know.
Alright, let's go then. Are you streaming?
Tomorrow night I will be.
No, I'm asking if you're streaming the game right now.
Oh, I'm
Not yet. Alright,
I'm loading the emulator. I will be soon.
soon enough. Let's check out chat. Somebody saying hi, no one saying hi. Today is 8:31, by the way, in your area. Right.
Yes, happy birthday, Miku.
I know, right? Let's see, there is someone here. Hello to all of our one viewer. Yeah.
Hello, viewer.
Hello.
I am also a viewer.
Well, I know somebody clicked on like, so. It is Nagato, and press the start button. Hello, guys. Welcome. Alright. What is this?
Wait, what?
This doesn't look like Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, this is not Final Fantasy VII at all. What the hell is this?
Micro Prose. Why not let it load and see? It's worms. Alright.
Oh. Okay, so the other game. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Hide head. Hello, guys. Welcome. I'm a bit tired today, so I'll just chill and let you do your thing. I will be your guide, as usual.
I'm a bit tired too. We might not stream as
Just tell me when then.
we don't need to like stream as long as normal if you don't want.
It's okay with me. It's fine.
Okay.
If you're getting tired, just tell me, and we can end anytime. There we go.
Let's end now. Fuck it. Can you see my thing?
Yep.
Alright.
Last time we got Vincent. Yep. And almost didn't get him. Because of some emulator glitch. Actually, you do need to go. You do need to go to that mountain. So yes, go north. Hey, or Chief Reviews. Yes, it's Final Fantasy VII Day.
Your favorite.
It's your favorite!
Speaking of emulator glitches, presumably you saw in your Discord, but I also lost the save data to Axe Battler, so I'm gonna do Final Fantasy 3/6 now.
Yeah, go for it. So, I was thinking about, some stuff, you know.
Oh, no.
How we pass down knowledge through, education. Right?
You really are tired, aren't you?
Yeah? Why?
No. Pass down knowledge through educate. Yeah, what about it?
Oh, yes, when we pass down knowledge, through, an educational system.
Yeah.
There are times when, especially for practical skills, there are times when we focus too much on the process right? Especially if the instructor is very strict. Focus too much on the process and not on the rationale behind why we are doing something. This is especially true for like physical tasks or practical tasks. What's going on? Okay. Hey, Kayla. Welcome.
I'll pause this while you go on your spiel.
It's okay. You can keep going. You can just keep playing while I just talk.
Where am I supposed to go? I don't think
north.
I'm supposed to be here anymore, right?
Yeah, go north. Go into the mountain. Try to navigate it. Yeah. Go north.
Oh, north. Oh, shit. What the?
Anyways, I guess the point I'm trying to make here is that sometimes the educational system isn't really teaching any practical skills. Like, we can learn more
I agree.
from, for example, nowadays we can learn more from just making our own course using AI. Yeah, you can do that now. There's this particular AI model that's designed to make any kind of course you can think of for you in instantly, basically, in a flash.
Is this the right place to go?
Yep. Like, I asked it to make me a course on game design, and it really designed me an entire course with YouTube
Kind of
videos.
insane.
Yeah, it has YouTube videos and then some modules, like getting started, getting familiar with game design.
AI can replace college. Now rich people need one less method of gatekeeping.
Yep. That is strange. You're,
My game audio, is my game audio a bit loud?
Not really. Your FPS is super low. Wait, let me just,
Let me actually...
watching the stream.
It is actually kind of loud
And
for
then,
me, so I'm gonna put down on my
watch
end.
it again. And that should fix it. Usually does. So yeah, anyways, especially, for example, dancing. That's one, practical skill. Which
Orc
can
is
be learned.
Orc is wondering if he can like be a part of this conversation too, like online.
Sure. Yeah, sure he can if he wants to. I'll just call him in. Hey, Ars. He just said, man, I love to pop into this. Will you?
He also said, ooh, Final Fantasy VII, I always needed a map.
Anyways, so I guess the point being that, for example, something like dancing. Like, we can learn how to dance from just emulating someone. But here in the Philippines, we focus too much on the process when teaching kids how to dance, for example. So it's like step 1, put your foot over here and over here. Step 2, put your hand here and there. And then we do counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have the kids repeat it over and over again. And then suddenly turn on the music. And then, okay, now start counting together with the music. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think that's kind of counterintuitive. Now, kids nowadays, they can learn from just dance or something like that. Or just watching on TikTok. Just watching somebody do a particular dance. Maybe there's somebody there breaking down the dance into its specific steps. But then they just follow along while the music is playing. Now that's more intuitive.
Volume mixer, why can't I find... It's in sound settings, isn't it?
It would like to join, press the start button. Yeah. But you're not a regular here on my channel. Inside
Or
the stream. No, press the start button. Orc Reviews is a regular here, so we're gonna call him in. How do we call him in? Me. I said that, but I don't know how to do it. Sit here and no. Here. How do I add people to a call? Again. Grid, inbox, more. Let's stop watching this first. Now, can I add? Oh, here we go. The Dragon Spooker is calling. Is this how? I don't know. I'm supposed to add you here.
yeah, I think you have to like
Here we go.
end
Add.
the call with me
There we go.
and do the call with him. Yeah.
No. I think this will work. Let me see. Great DM. Okay. Okay, I'm calling you. Now? Well, I think that worked.
My God, did Windows change their shit and they don't have the volume mixer anymore?
Okay, I'm going to disconnect from you.
Okay.
And call you again. Right. Start voice call. There we go. Okay,
Hello.
I'll be here.
Yeah, let me turn off the chat so I'm not staring at the. So we're not getting an echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was planning on cooking chili today, so I was going to do that. But when you guys started talking about the schooling system,
Yeah.
oh, I hate the schooling system with a capital H. So if
I imagine it's also very different in the West as compared to the Filipino schooling system.
well, yeah, but here's the thing.
Probably
I don't know.
very
Actually,
inspired by the Japanese schooling system and things like that.
well, all schooling system
No,
is
we're
based
not.
off the Russian system.
Really?
And there's this was created by, if I remember correctly, it was created by Alexandria the Great, which at the time was a way to give people an understanding of the basic numbers and languages, because she believed that people needed to learn stuff. Now, what started was the corruption system that has been created for universities. We kind of made it, and we kind of nullified apprenticeships. Don't mind this. This is me turning on the AC because it's going to get hot in my apartment.
Steamy.
So I'm just emptying out the water. No, at the time, you could get paid to be an apprenticeship in America. This is years and years and years and years and years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, well, we can't have that, because the government's not making money off that payment, so we're just gonna, Deus Ex that, kill that system, and create a government system using the universities. And that's why we have the problems we have now. There was a time where you didn't need to go get a college degree or a university degree to do the most basic skills. Now, that's not saying universities don't have their own thing.
If we're talking about the K through 12 system, I think that there are aspects of it that should remain. I think that there are skills that I believe are vital to our continued growth as a society. For example, I would say history. I'm a firm believer that history is vital to our growth as a society because we need to be able to fully understand the past lest we are doomed to repeat it. And the thing is that we do that anyway because
we do that now. We do that now.
Such a rosy picture of the past that's kind of just like almost like a Disneyification of the past.
We do all that now because of the stupidity of our past, not learning each other. Like everything that's happening in modern America right now can be boiled down to, they not learning anymore because they be stupid. So, like, even me, I'm not a fan. I will never ever be a fan of destroying history. My mind will always be, don't, tear down statues, don't do this, do that, because it's history. Because this is stuff that people need to learn and understand.
This is the other thing too, is like the whole like tearing down statues argument. I'm okay with like not having like Confederate monuments in the town square, as if we like put them in a museum, because they weren't even constructed around the time of the Confederacy.
If it was a town based off a Confederacy, then it's a Confederate town. Remember, slavery was a small part of the Confederacy. Oh wait, they don't want you to remember that. Oh, they're slavery wasn't the whole thing. Like they didn't just mass.
It was a pretty big thing, though.
No, it wasn't. Not compared to what...
It was.
I hate to... No.
Historically, yes, it was. If you actually look
into it. No, it wasn't. If you look at it from a map... That, again, this is erasing history.
If you look at documents from the actual Confederate leaders, Jefferson Davis, people like that, in their articles of Confederation, slavery is one of the most vital themes.
Yes, it was part of it, but it's one small part of their society.
What up?
And that's where we come into, like, we're coming into a big argument right now about, and that's the thing. It's the fact that this existed in a
your main point. I think that
no, like it shouldn't matter. Like to me, it looks like. Let me finish that. I'll let you go. To me, it's let all the history get known. Like they love to burn key points of history. And schooling now is completely fucking insane when it comes to this. Like history's being ignored. Like frick, they want to dumb down math in a schooling system. And this is the thing, they're taking the Russian system a little too far because it was also, love your empress was a lot of the historical stuff. Like
I think we might have some disagreements on. Mm-hmm. I think that so we have in America essentially 4 Common Core like mandatory courses essentially and a bunch of electives. Mm-hmm. I think so we have science, history, generally like American history or world history, depending on
revised history.
Essentially, I agree.
It's getting absurd. So we're seeing
English, language arts, literature, things like that, and math. And I would say beyond, so literature, I don't believe is vital. 86 that.
I totally disagree there, but okay.
I mean,
because literature
I believe that English and writing are vital. I believe that I believe that knowing how to write well is a key skill in the job market. I don't believe that ancient literature is necessarily, you don't need to learn that.
Disagree, but okay.
It's irrelevant.
No, I disagree because again, it goes back to history repeating itself. Like Elle was saying when she was saying, like what Elle was saying.
Learn about it in a history class. You don't have to incorporate it into the history
stuff
class.
stuff like books like To Kill a Mockingbird, like all the really interesting books that have existed that would be that were historical plus added information. I hate to say it, the Count of Monte Cristo
let me get this straight.
Basically this. Go ahead.
Let me get this straight. Is LDP saying that literature and the arts are basically useless and should not be included in mandatory education?
I'm saying they aren't vital. I'm saying that...
So they shouldn't be included in mandatory education?
In mandatory education. If you want to read those
books,
I
disagree.
They are readily available. Okay. You can buy a copy of To Kill a Mockingbird for like whatever, $20 hardcover, but like
basically you want to breed just you want to breed
probably
machines.
A fine book. I haven't read it, but I'm saying I'm not saying that it's useless. I'm saying that it is. I'm saying that it can help you. It can help paint a greater picture of history.
So
I'm just saying I don't believe that it is vital to learn in the education system.
So basically you're saying you want the educational system to breed just machines that work all day in order to pay off their bills until the day they die without knowing anything more.
I believe that the education system should prepare you for the job market.
Well, yes, but it should be of value. That's kind of where I agree with what Elle's saying. No. This doesn't
person. It should help you build a greater society.
But education should be opening up your mind as well. There's a difference there. But what we're seeing is a complete reverse of that. We're seeing a closed mind educational system. Like, okay, I've been around for a long time. I'm an old war chief here. And I'm not going to lie that I got to see stuff and the rise of some amazing things that were happening in society. Man. What?
I've seen some things, man.
No, I can't deny that. But everyone's seen some things now. We're moving at the speed of stupidity right now in our society. Yeah. But that's just me. That's just me as a whole. But to me, I look at what I'm seeing now, and I laugh at it. I think education right now, them wanting to dumb down math, and the response is that certain people can't handle math. Are you?
Well, that would also come down to irrelevant. I think that it's not that, like, I wouldn't say dumb down math because we can't handle it. I say dumb down math because you really only need the basics in everyday life.
But you got to allow people to learn. There's got to be a level. Like I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing. No, there isn't
to learn advanced math if you want to. That's what I'm saying. But I think that okay. Let me just state my overarching point. And
so what? Yeah, no. Can I?
Hold on. Let me state my point. Just
I know, but I get where you're
with the education system and how it should be fixed. Okay. I think essentially that mandatory education should be the basics. Essentially, basic writing skills, and basic history. Anything beyond that should be an elective. I believe that science, and I guess basic science as well.
Well, allow me to raise a counterpoint.
And also, I would add foreign language studies to list of mandatory things to learn.
Okay, allow me to add a counterpoint there. If you guys did that, like you do away with literature and the arts in terms of mandatory education, it may result in in generations upon generations of people who have no appreciation for the value of arts and literature in general. Like, you could be
Value of
reading.
art. I mean,
Yeah.
the value of art is subjective to begin
Yes,
with.
yes. It's so subjective that you could be reading like this very, very heartfelt and sentimental story about a sick girl who is dying of an unknown disease. And then at the end of the story, you would be asked a question about that, and you would say, "Oh yes, I thought it was very sad for him, because you didn't know it was a girl all along, even though you read for like 2 whole streams of it."
Well, yeah, that actually kind of speaks to my point, is that you...
Sorry.
I did
Continue.
like that the end, but like clearly it's something that connected more with you than it did with me. Maybe you had more a different life experience that allowed you to connect with it more.
It's not about connection, though.
More power to you. I'm so happy for you.
It's not about connection, though.
It is. That is entirely. That's how art that plays off of emotion plays off of connection.
No, it wasn't about connection. I was just saying you didn't even know it was a girl, the main character.
See, here's my thing. Here's my thing, Elle. Here's my thing. Like, guys, here's the question. Basic history. What's your definition of basic history? Because right now, as it exists, like Elle, we don't need. Like, I agree with Elle when she said when she said the exact same words we've all heard, and that is, we don't need these assholes anymore. Like, honestly, we're at a point where, I hate to say it, there's more information on YouTube right now that I haven't had to go to my way. I haven't had to go to my way to look up my studies on witchcraft, demonology, and all the other type of stuff, because I don't have to buy the Grimoires anymore.
Exactly.
There's a guy reading.
As somebody who has been to college twice and dropped out twice, I fucking hate the college system. And
I hate it all.
I feel that college is essentially a means of rich people gatekeeping.
I don't agree with you on that one. I think it's stupid. I think it's a government payout at this point. But that's just my mentality.
It's rich people who set up the system to require college degrees for
maybe 20 years ago. You could say that, but now as it stands, I would disagree, because I think society has moved past the rich oligarch. Although they love to use the rich oligarch as a weapon, and there are people that would incorporate that. But I don't
mean rich people. I'm saying that there are
here's the dangerous thing.
Things that are as a result of the wealth class.
It's not a wealth class. It's not a wealth class thing. Again, I agree with you.
Not even having to do with America. It goes back to the ancient Greeks and the ancient Romans. All societies are sculpted by the sculptors, who in this case are the wealthy.
I disagree with that a little bit. I would believe there's more government scam on the money right now than anything else, because of all the money.
Who controls the government? The rich.
Well, I disagree with that a little bit, because there's the
rich people, the millionaires, the billionaires, and this is all throughout history, have been the actual quote unquote deep state.
But okay, back to what you were saying, because we're getting into the whole deep state thing, and I won't get into that, because that's real tinfoil hat territory. But what Elle was trying to say about...
I guess, like, people will... Not in, like, the literal deep state sense.
LDP, man, dude, I'm trying to save Elle's thing, Logan. I'm trying to save Elle from the fun of being hit by whatever organization. Yeah, let's move on.
It's fine. I'm not gonna be hit by anything.
I'm not saying there's an actual cabal of people. I am saying that rich people buy and sell politicians, and have been doing so for hundreds of years.
And they're in a group, right? Like a cabal?
They're-
You know what a cabal is? Do you know what a cabal is?
I'm
A
not saying
cabal is a group
I'm
of
not saying they work
individuals.
as a collective. I'm not saying they
The
work as a
literal
collective.
meaning of cabal.
I'm not saying they work as a collective. I'm saying that bribery is an open secret in politics.
Oh, Logan, the literal meaning of a cabal. Oh, okay. Anyway.
I'm not saying they work as a
Ah.
collective.
Okay, but they're groups of people that buy and sell politics, and they all kind of work towards a goal, right? Just
They
saying.
work
Just
towards
saying.
their own individual goals. They're called
Okay,
lobbyists.
so yeah, okay, yes, but their
They
individual
don't
goals
work
meet
towards
by.
a common collective.
Hmm. But that's not anyway. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. What we're trying to say with schooling, like here's the dangerous thing. Like I am a believer of very
What up,
simple.
Kirby?
Let it all hang out. See, I don't believe in the mentality of allow people the option of going past their breaking their own mental and physical bonds. A schooling system should be a fully evolved system. But I'm of an avid mind of almost very similar to the Japanese style in some ways, just not the stupidity of the overindulgent style that they have in Japan.
Well,
Where people kill themselves when they get out of high school, for fuck's sakes, because it's so traumatic.
Well, I would say it's less about allow people I think the point of education should be teach them the basic stuff, but teach it in a way that makes them want to go out and pursue higher.
But what is that level of
what's
what's that level of basic? See, when you say teach the basic stuff, for example, what's going on right now in a lot of societies, especially in America, for example, they don't want to fully teach what World War II and the values of it. They teach a very skewed side. Like, for example, the Civil War stuff. Like, there was a time when I was back in the day, you got both sides of the Civil War in Canada. And I'm a Canadian. I got every side of what happened to the Native people and during the War of 1812 and how they were fucking shafted. I got every side. You got to hear every little bit of information. And if you really wanted to learn, you could step out and grow a little more and gather more information. We don't hear that anymore. We get one side and it's angry. The entire side. This is what basic history looks like.
Well, it's
not a collective.
that just kind of
like for example,
division.
Like what Elle brought up, like what Elle brought up with the whole comfort women for the Japanese. And historically, people would want to whitewash that and wipe it off the radar. No, I don't agree with that. I believe mankind needs to look at.
Was this in another stream?
Yes, it was in another stream.
It was another stream. See, I watch your streams.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's to me, that's stuff that shouldn't be wiped from existence. And I do apologize if you guys hear water running because I'm in the middle of getting everything ready to do a huge prep cook.
Sorry.
But it's this is stuff that should be taught. Like this is stuff, as much as this is disgusting, and a lot of people be like, oh, why would you want to teach kids this? No, you need to teach people that there is also
people the ugly part of history, lest they are doomed to repeat it.
No, yeah, and don't be stupid about it. Don't so the Japanese people are wrong, and we should treat the Japanese people different because of their atrocities.
No, of course. I've always said that all morality is also subjective. Everything, every single thing that is around us that we live and breathe is subjective and a giant puddle of gray.
Yeah, but I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the mentality. Well, I agree with the puddle of gray, but I believe there's shades of gray. I believe that people need to understand every side. And to Elle's response, do we really need an educational system for dancing, for example, anymore? Do we really need for like you could
Exactly.
You could take.
I never learned dancing in school, but
our society.
But that was an elective.
this is what I'm talking about. This stuff doesn't have to live in that specter. And you know, continue on with your point there, Al. I kind of cut you off.
Yeah, I was saying exactly.
But go ahead.
I was saying exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about. Like, the educational system, whatever it is we use, should focus more on transference of skills, but we tend to focus more on the process. Especially here in the Philippines, that's quite prevalent. Like, do the process correctly so that you learn how to do this and that, but you can actually skip the process if you understand what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And, you know, you can do
the
your own
process
thing.
is important, though. Like, the process
It
is important. It's
important.
like people learn how to do the process in different ways. And I think that as we kind of come to understand human psychology and how it pertains to the education system, we understand that there are auditory learners, there are visual learners, there are tactile learners, there are people who learn through experience, trial and error.
Okay.
You know, there are, you know, whatever. And then the question becomes, well, how do we somehow find a way to make that palatable to a wide scale group of people?
Okay, so
and the answer is you don't necessarily. You kind of have to use a mix of all of them to sort of drill it into people.
Okay, so here is the point of it. Okay, so at the very start, when somebody discovered how to dance a certain way, and everybody around that person found that way of dancing appealing, that person did not learn how to dance through school, through an educational system, through a particular method. No, that person probably just, you know, instinctively put together some stuff that they had seen, I don't know, from this and that, and then created a particular dance. Now, okay, here is where an educational system actually becomes justified. Now you want to pass down that skill. So, if you want to pass down that skill to a different group of people while you're still alive, they can just copy what you're doing, right? But that's not sustainable. Across the generations, when the people who are good at this sort of dance start to die out, how do you transfer that across different generations, across the entire world? You have to codify it. You
like
have to
dancing and the arts and things like that. Like there's like for music, for example, which is kind of my wheelhouse. Like you can kind of self-teach yourself music. You can self-teach yourself guitar, drums, vocals, whatever, and you can do some pretty good stuff. The Beatles, for example, infamously did not know anything about music theory, learned how to play their own instruments.
That's why they suck.
Taught them.
Yeah, that's why they suck.
Well,
sorry.
I mean, you're wrong, and you know what? You're allowed to be wrong, at least for now. But
no, the Beatles are dead.
But
I won't sideline it too much. But no, the Beatles suck. Anyway,
you're wrong. But. And
you know what?
I'll talk well. But my point is, regardless of your opinion of the Beatles, it worked out pretty well. They were able to do like some pretty well orchestrated music, mostly thanks to George Martin. But I digress.
Yeah, and that's also because they got training because of other people, and they learned other stuff
because of George Martin. But
yeah, exactly. So they still fundamentally learned something.
But my point is, yes, you can have some pretty good results by self-teaching yourself. But if you want to learn like music theory, for example, do like some really complex prog and like symphonic shit, like compose a symphony, or even just compose like a prog rock album, like Blackmore's. Or like do like a prog rock band like Pink Floyd or Blackmore's Night or Opeth or something like that. You're probably going to want to study that in a specific field. Maybe you go to college, or maybe you just learn it on the internet. Probably just learn it on the internet. But That's what I'm saying. Is the basics you can kind of self-teach yourself. If you want something more complex, you're going to have to like learn from somebody else because there's established music theory that exists.
Well, okay. So let Elle
I don't
finish her thing
disagree
because
with
you
your
kinda,
point there, but that's not what I was saying at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's use music theory, for example. Like the first person who theorized music theory, the first person who created music theory did not learn music theory. Probably did not learn music theory through a school, right? Probably learned music. Probably learned how to actually create music through schooling, most likely, or from some master or whatever.
Yeah, but he probably learned math through a school. And math is integral into music theory.
That's not even my point. Let me finish.
Yeah, I'll mute myself so you guys don't hear the water. I'm worried about you guys. I'm drowning.
I can't hear the water anyway.
Oh, okay. You can't hear anything? All right, guys.
Okay.
Go ahead, Elle.
So, music theory, right? This the first person who created music theory probably learned music first, and then put things together and thought, oh, music theory. This will help me to create better music. So, that person codified it. That person codified music theory, made a system out of it, in order to make it teachable, in order to make it easy to transfer across different generations. Right? That's,
Yeah.
Okay, that's my point. Wait, well, let me finish. Let me finish. Now, when we educate people on music theory, we use that codified version, which was made so that it could be passed down easily across different generations. Now, if that person who created music theory wanted to teach an apprentice about music theory, of course, this apprentice, who receives tutorials from the person who created music theory, would learn it in a different way from the way it was codified. Right? From the way it was codified by that person who created music theory. Because that person is there personally to teach the apprentice his secrets, how he learned music theory, and the intimate secrets of music theory. Now, because we need to pass music theory down across different generations, it makes sense that we simplify, we codify, we make an educational system in which we repeat certain things, we memorize certain things, so that we learn, basically, music theory. Okay? Get my point so far? Is that clear? Okay. Now then, what I am complaining about is that at some point, even the educators, for example, of music theory, now this is an example, okay? Let's say music theory, even the educators of music theory focus too much on the codification, on the memorization, on the rote memorization, on the rote skills required to learn music theory, instead of actually trying to transfer the entirety of music theory to the different students. So that is my complaint. It's like with dance. Okay, somebody learned how to dance on their own through instinct and learned this particular dance. This person maybe wants to pass down that dance to an apprentice who would actually just show that apprentice how the dance is done, how the steps are done. Like, I do this with my body when I do a particular step. Now, because that person who learned how to dance that way, or maybe the students of that person who learned how to dance that way, want to pass it down across different generations, they create a system, an educational system. And this applies to other practices as well. Martial arts. This is how some martial arts have lost their effectivity. And I think our Chief Reviews can agree with me on this one. Like,
Yep.
somebody learned a martial art called karate. That martial art.
A lot of that's well. We could take your own. We could take your own martial arts. The Filipino styles that were lost. that were that were lost due to the Japanese.
Well, I was just thinking karate was, easier.
Yeah, well, karate was easier, but there's a lot of legends towards karate, but your own styles were forbidden in your country.
It was forbidden because of the Spaniards. Yes.
Yeah.
They didn't want.
Didn't want people. Then later
practicing
the Japanese.
Yeah, they didn't want people practicing that because it would fuel subversive thoughts. But people fight with guns anyway. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who starts a revolution using martial arts?
Lots, actually. Some of the most wanted.
Not in the Philippines, though. Not in the Philippines, though.
Not the Philippines. Thailand would disagree.
Fought with guns.
Thailand would disagree with you on there. That one a little bit. But Thailand
lost, by the way. All our attempts at a revolution against the Americans, the Spaniards, lost.
I know, but
well, I don't know about Thailand. I don't know about Thailand, but I mean Vietnam. They very much did not lose against us.
No, they did fundamentally lose against you guys because they've been fundamentally broken apart since. Technically. They lost against the very groups that fundamentally they were fighting against on both sides, and it's become Vietnam is such a complicated conversation piece.
It is really
determining
I
see that's why I think
we fully grasp what the end goal of Vietnam even was, and my understanding
stop China from continually controlling the world, stop Russia from gaining more power. That's why.
So that Stallone could make Rambo.
And in the end, we just signed a trade. We just signed like a massive trade treaty with China anyway, so it was null and void.
It's these countries are god damn, spicy. Ow. Spicy chili. No, it's crazy how much legitimately each country has had their own problems with that. I don't want to really get into China because the Asia as a whole, Asia is a very complicated area. Like everything all the way up. And if you take the invasions that have happened in Asia, especially the invasions between Russia and China, are very fascinating, and I'm waiting for the day when China finally takes their round 2 against Russia, because I think that day is coming. I don't know if the Russians really understand what they've done recently.
Happen. I think that they're kind of like China. I feel like has kind of vested interest in both the Chinese and American or in the Russian and American sides. And I feel their hands are kind of too tied at this point to really move to. They kind of rely too much on America to keep their economy afloat in order to really
Well, they rely on everyone to keep their. It's. I don't want to get into that because that's modern day history. That's something something historians can talk about. Us, it's too free floating to actually have a real conversation about that doesn't get people banned. Yeah. But no, back to what you were saying. Well, there was a time, Elle, when they had like I said, I'm an avid believer of the apprenticeship rule, and I've always been an avid believer of that validation through apprenticeship. I
feel like schools should exist as sort of like a modern.
I think schools
apprenticeship.
No, I think, but that's the thing. Then you're failing the laws. Yeah, you're losing everything else. That's what I'm saying. Certain school, it where your base comes, and I kind of believe that there should be some levels of apprenticeship and some levels of knowledge. People need to learn this stuff. It is how it's taught.
And to Elle's point too about the process, that should not be the full methodology in teaching, but some people do need the process. Some people don't, but some people do. And again, that's what I'm saying is the more we come to understand the psychology of man and the psychology of man and just how it sort of intertwines with the educational system, the more we realize there are a bunch of different ways that you can teach a man to fish. You know, like there's a bunch of different ways, and there is no one true universal way to teach somebody everything. There is no one universal way to make people learn a collective learn a particular task. So there are a bunch of now we're kind of trying to figure out, okay, how do we get information into the heads of people and do so in an efficient process that teaches the most amount of people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, that's what the Russian system was. But anyway, Elle, go ahead with your system. What do you want to add?
So let's simplify this a bit. Here is another example. For example, karate. So somebody learned karate. Okay, somebody made a system out of karate as a way to fight. Basically, it's a martial art. So it was made specifically for fighting. There are specific ways of grappling, specific ways of striking in karate. Now then, in order to pass down this knowledge, because it apparently was an effective method of fighting, so people went to whoever created karate first and then learned under this person. So we have apprenticeship. Now, in order to spread out karate to different schools all over the world, they had to make something like a belt system. Like only people of a certain belt level, a belt class, could go out there and then teach karate to different people. Now then, as we go on, as history progresses, as time progresses, the essence of karate is gradually lost because now it needs to be sanitized for example,
sports,
for competition, for sports.
Yeah.
You can't hurt somebody too much in a sport.
Yeah.
So you go tappity tap instead of actually punching or kicking someone. You gotta tappity tap. Don't actually make contact, or just tap them to make contact, and then you have the point sparing system. So you touch someone
probably
in a particular
fine
body.
as long as.
Well, that's why a lot of masters and a lot of people are still showing people the old ways. It's in martial arts, at least in martial arts and certain dancing techniques. Like if you want to talk about lost history, the demon bowls and the spiritual Chinjan. I can't say the actual, like, it's a hard thing. It's basically a stick of runes that was used. It's kind of like I call it the beat stick of demon.
Right back.
You would rap on people's what?
Elle?
Elle?
Are we
Hello?
still in the?
Did we lose? Like,
Yeah, hang on. Are we? Let me check the stream.
Okay.
Hang on. Are we? No,
You
we're
okay?
still on the stream.
Yeah, I just
You
said
okay?
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I got a charge.
oh, you got it. All I heard was accept the charge and click, and it went wait, what? Sorry. No, I was talking about the beat stick. We've lost so much. Oh, speaking about so much, like I have to teach you guys the way to. I wish I could live stream me cooking, chopping all the spices and chilies. Whoa.
Do it, fucking. Well, not.
I can't.
On this stream, but
I couldn't.
Go on
I
your YouTube channel and make cooking tutorials. Fuck it.
No, I can't. You can't do. I can't do that. That the algorithm doesn't accept that.
It doesn't accept cooking tutorials. Are cooking
No,
tutorials canceled
if I was to throw my cooking on, they would take away. I would actually like my algorithmic responses would actually shift, and they wouldn't subscribe me to other people.
Yeah, that's true.
No. What?
Yeah, because
No,
you're
seriously,
changing your audience.
Yep.
That's true.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Well, yeah, like your existing audience, like I probably wouldn't watch it, but I mean, someone might.
They won't push you
No,
because
but
you don't have enough views for that particular audience, so they won't push your channel anymore.
Yeah, they'll throw your channel to the wayside. It happens all the time. It's really annoying, actually, if you take it from a perspective. So if I sound like I'm crying, I'm gonna be cutting the onions next. So I got all the chilies ready to go.
You're a sensitive boy. You're a sensitive boy.
So, anyways, let's get back to my example, which I was
Go
not
ahead.
finished with yet, by the way. So, we have
Yeah,
I know.
points.
Sorry.
We have points sparring in karate, and then you guys know about muck dojos, right?
Yes, I know what McDo dojos are
Yeah.
because
You
I
know what
actually
muck dojo is, Logan?
Mac,
Oh.
not Namak. It's Mick.
Yeah.
As in
Dojo.
yeah, Mick.
McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald dojos. That's referred
Probably
to as.
not.
Okay.
I don't
These
know.
are these karate or taekwondo or some other martial arts dojos, which basically don't really teach kids how to fight. And yes, they focus on kids.
Oh yeah. So like typical like family approved karate.
And these are actually hated by the martial arts community because
I
they
imagine
To
believe,
the black,
yeah,
except for the Black Dragon Society. But anyway,
because they believe
Real karate,
that-
you should be able to kill kids. I agree.
No.
Yep.
No, karate is a combat art. So, violence is an essential part of it. You can't sanitize the violence out of it.
Well,
That's the point.
Well, I agree. I think, well, like, here's the thing: is like, it's not that like traditional karate is lost. It's just kind of
it has
seen as
been a lot of masters.
People are
lot of
trying
stuff.
to revive it nowadays because a lot of it has been
They are.
lost. See?
Well, look at Hema. Look at Hema. For
Yep.
years, we have
Yes. Exactly.
thanks to the rising rising
we have
sun.
probably like ancient documents and things like that
Exactly.
showing how
Yeah.
karate
That's how
But-
HEMA
but-
works. Exactly, Logan. That's how HEMA works. Historical European martial arts. They look at these old documents, these old treatises that
Yep.
which were written by people from that time period,
Mhm.
and then they try to make sense of it.
And the scary
And
thing is they're coming
that's
to
good that they're
realization.
doing that.
No.
I-
The
I-
funny
I-
thing is they're coming to a realization that this idea that the Europeans didn't have martial arts is bullshit. Like they're quickly coming to the conclusion that wait a minute, Europeans have had martial arts that could be comparable to even that of Asian countries, like karate and stuff,
Exactly.
like the styles, the handstands, and the movements and stuff. Like the body postures, for example, in some of these fighting stances, like the disarming dagger techniques that are used, are fucking 1-to-1 to some forms of karate.
Yep. Because there's only
And,
so many ways to do things, right? There's only so many
Yep.
ways to do things. Eventually, all these different systems will come to more or less the same conclusion.
Yeah, but that's what's shocking to that. I'm gonna get another shot here. I got the I just carved the garlic up. And no, like I said, styles and martial arts are slowly, like in dancing, it's all slowly being some ways being loose. It's erasing history. And that's where I kind of agree with what you're saying. It's that we are slowly erasing societal factors in a pursuit to
say that we're erasing it. I would say that we're making
we
it more
are.
accessible. But like,
But that's-
I think,
but
like, if you
that-
want to
that-
learn traditional karate, the resources are out there to do it. You just have to go and pursue it yourself. Which, fair
No,
enough.
it's
karate is
okay.
not
So
a
do
vital
you want
skill
to travel to do you want to travel to France to learn the only few masters that exist? You have to go out of your way to do this. You have to become exceptional to take an exceptional style.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
what we're
it
doing
probably,
is
yeah, I
like
guess
like
that's true. I
coming
would
from
say,
a yeah. But what we're doing is just hold on a sec. I gotta really thin this.
I think it's just like kind of a matter of like I think I imagine like as this sort of traditionalist karate movement kind of picks up steam, which it sounds like it kind of is. I don't know.
It's nowhere near. It's now the UFC is the fundamental standing point. Well, at least coming from martial arts. But what I gotta
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, what I gotta ask you, Al, is see the exceptionalism in society. Well, is that what you're trying to say, that we're losing that exceptional aspect of styles and information? Is that what you're kind of because now we're kind of going into that mixed schooling, for example, like what Logan what Logan was offering, that bare bone basic mixed schooling that exists.
No, not exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
No, not
No,
exactly.
no, okay. So where were you going with that? Because I wanted to.
Okay.
I'm interested, very fascinated.
So, anyways, my point is, it's really about passing down these skills, passing down the essence of whatever that thing was originally. It doesn't even have to be. It doesn't even have to be from a traditional standpoint. For example, the style of karate I learned directly from my father, which he learned from some karate club when he was much younger. Now, they didn't have a belt system. Well, they had a belt system, but he didn't. He didn't really use a belt system with me. He just taught me the skills. He didn't even teach me any kata. No, he just taught me how to strike, how to respond to strikes, how to grapple, stuff like that. Now, I know that this particular style is effective because my father and his half-brothers all used it in street fights. Because my father was poor. You know, you get into that sort of stuff. And he basically...
Yeah, I'm well aware of the... I'm well aware of... I could tell you some story. Anyway, go ahead.
Basically... he actually made a living for a little while when he was in high school. So he basically made a living for a little while just teaching that particular style of karate, in which he was a black belt in, but it had no real name. No, it was just from some club. But I would say it actually succeeds in educating people on what the essence of karate is all about, which is flippin' violence. Yeah, which is being flippin' effective and violent with your strikes. And, he did enter some tourneys back then. Full contact tourneys back.
It is flippin' effective.
Yep. Full contact tourneys back then. Not like we have nowadays. You can actually look up some YouTube videos of the difference between, 70s, 80s, 60s even. And,
I would love to talk to you about the difference, like the difference
this is
between
like
70s,
a more
80s,
recent
but
thing, the sort of sanitization of karate and martial arts.
because I would actually go as far as saying that we have lost so much due to modern day martial artism and some of the stuff that exists. And but I go back to my.
Oh, by the way, Ara says he thinks karate was a self-defense art. Would you like to answer that?
Ooh, what, us?
Yeah, you.
You're asking me that question?
Yeah, you.
Oh, well, a fanboy about karate. We all know this is going to go on for like 15
No,
hours.
I'm not a fanboy. I'm a fanboy of all combat martial arts. I'm a fanboy of anything that's ancient, that's been taught to people, because it all stems towards history. I have a super boner towards all forms of history. I hate to joke.
I don't know if like karate can really be used as a self-defense. At least, definitely not like modern karate can't be.
No,
like
I would say
no.
I disagree.
It's aspect aside, like kind of like I think a lot of people kind of just get the wrong idea.
Most people have this wrong idea of what self-defense is. Actually.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's that give and take.
You
Like-
can't just block stuff. You can just avoid stuff and and use karate to just avoid stuff, just block stuff and be invincible basically. No.
No.
You gotta disable the attacker, incapacitate the attacker. That's how you do it.
That's how I've won most of my fights. Although I admit I'm a dirty dealer when it comes to fights sometimes, and I like to I like to go for them. But I like to go for those. Yeah. Oh no, the ball kick, the kicking in the groin, especially with steel toe boots on. That's a great self-defense technique.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got yeah. The ultimate weapon, and I don't mind playing dirty.
Yeah, so you're literally advocating hitting below the belt. Okay, cool. No,
Yes, there are
No,
no
in a
rules
street
in a
fight-
fight. There are
In
no
a street
rules.
fight, no freaking thing.
you.
There
Yeah,
are
no,
no
like
rules.
I carry a walking stick with a very very blunted end, and there's a reason why I carry a big stick, and it's just because if you need it, I'm gonna hit you, and I know how to use it to hit you, and I know to hurt you.
Look
The
at
trick
you.
is to make it so that yeah.
Look at your party
Yeah,
here in Final Fantasy VII. Cloud has a giant sword. Vincent brought a gun to a sword fight. And even Aerith has that big flippin' club. Whatever that is.
Well, any form of
Whatever,
fighting. If
like plastic or paper mache bullshit she attacks with that does nothing.
Yeah. I look at it from the physical fighting of
You just
combat,
have-
and it's like in a street fight, it's different. If you're not willing to defend yourself and protect yourself, and you aren't willing to go all the way in, I'm going to use a good example. When I was a little orc, I was about 13 at the time. Little orc had to go to school. Yeah, I had to go to school back in the day, and when I had to walk because in my part of town was so dangerous they wouldn't fucking bring buses in to my location. They were too scared to bring buses in, and so I
You
couldn't
live
get.
in
I had to
Gotham
go.
City.
Well, no, I don't live. I do live in a bad part of Canada, but this part of town at the time was really bad, and I was one of like 3 people. So I was going to a more richer high school and junior high school. So I had to give her and walk to school, and I get this one guy walking up to me, and I know I was a big kid. I was almost 6 feet by the time I was like. But I was almost 6 feet by the time I was 15.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was a monster human being. So I had a guy walk up to me and say, hey, you got a smoke? I said, no, I'm a freaking high schooler. And he goes, well, you got some change? I said, no. And he says to me, well, I know your type. And he kind of approaches me, and he goes to approach me. He goes, I know your type. I could just rob you and take your fucking money. And I said, dude, I'm a junior high school student. I'm going to school. You are approaching a junior high school student. I'm only 13. And he goes, how would you like it if I robbed you? And he went, what? And I kicked him in the balls. This was a grown adult man picking on a kid. And I kicked him in the balls a couple times. Then when he hit the ground, I gave him a good I gave him a good knee, let him land on the ground. I said, well, how would you like it if I rob you? So I robbed him. I took a 20 out of his wallet, and then I took a 20 out of his wallet and goes there. Slapped his wallet in his face and walked away.
Cool.
He was a guy in his 30s picking a fight with a freaking 13-year-old. And that's when I learned. That's when I learned. Well, that's when I learned the simple rule: steel toe boots is a man's best friends.
Oh,
and if you ever see a woman wear tight wingtips, do not piss her off.
But
You do not want that. You do not want that in your nether regions.
So, like,
your story
women need to
actually,
get in more fights because, like, you can't hit below the belt for them.
your story is actually a good lesson on self-defense. timely action and violence of action. Timely response and then violence of action. That's how you defend yourself. You responded before he could do anything. And you responded with overwhelming violence. So you successfully defended yourself. That's how you do it.
Yep.
That's self-defense.
And in Canada now, the way it works, just for doing that, I would have been arrested and probably spent a couple months in juvie. But that's how you have to defend yourself. Like, yeah, I'm not advocating. I never throw a punch. Like, you got to do a lot to piss me off.
Yeah.
And
but in self-defense, it's obviously a different story.
Yep.
Well, beware when you piss me off, because I will run you down like a freight train.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I don't attempt to piss you off, even though you do have some very egregious opinions on the Beatles and System of a Down. But I digest.
Yeah. Well, and what's next? You're gonna love the Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. That's music for their brave and stunning form. Anyway.
Hey, excuse me. Mary Kate and Ashley are American icons, and if you don't like them, well, quite frankly, you're a communist, and I don't want you in my country.
Well, I'm not in your country, so.
Good, you better not come around, or I'll kick your ass.
Avril Lavigne forever, baby.
Avril Lavigne. Oh, Elle's a fan of Avril Lavigne. Elle's a fan of Avril Lavigne.
I like her music.
Showed me, like, I didn't even know Avril Lavigne was still putting out music, but I don't remember what the context was, but Elle sent me a link, and I was just like, wait, Avril Lavigne is actually decent now, what the fuck?
Always has been.
Except for that one song. I will never, that one song in a, you want to talk about psychological torture? They had, I remember a long time ago, gotta cut this super thin. Long time ago, they had this time where they were playing that stupid Damn Cold Night song, and it drove me nuts because every okay, imagine walking through a mall at 6 a.m, waiting for the local game store to open up, and I remember. I remember hearing, them playing the song, but it was so bad as I was walking, each one was playing the same song in a different interval. So I stopped and went, wait a minute, 3 stores back to back were playing the exact same song. And it was in different increments. So it was, I stopped, walked into one store, and I walked into the other store, damn, and I kind of stepped a couple things to the other store, cold. And I ran all the way back, night. And it literally had this song. So they were all playing the same song back to back. And as other stores were opening up, each store was playing the exact same Avril Lavigne song.
I see.
Like, I actually asked.
Avril Lavigne was big in like the early 2000s.
I actually asked the woman, I said, "Do you ever feel like killing yourself?"
It's like how you jump from one stream to another, and each stream is just playing that same new version of Haunted Castle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit, wait, did they remake Haunted Castle?
Yes, they did.
Yes, they have.
I
have that collection. Yeah, I have that collection. I bought that collection, and I got rid of it instantly. I apologize.
Wait, is that out?
Yes,
it's out. It is. But I'm so mad because what they did was it really pisses me off. They split screened it. See, I want it because you don't need to for those games. I'll be honest, you do not need the split screen to play those games. You never did. So I was hoping to get a full screen. Yeah. I was hoping to get a full screen version of that game, of those games, because I've been wanting to play Portrait of Ruth for a long time. I like what's her face there, the spellcaster with.
I wasn't thinking I would buy the collection because I could just emulate all of that. But I mean, if there's a
you like Charlotte.
Yeah.
I was just
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
emulate all of that,
man.
but like,
I
if
thought
they
she wasn't your
remade
type.
did they remake Haunted Castle to be less
What? Charlotte?
Yeah.
Well, no, big leg thighs, and then the other one, Order of Ecclesia,
Yeah.
is the other one where I'm like, yes, get the dummy mummy,
Wait, did they remake Haunted Castle to be less bullshit?
Yes, I did.
No, they did. Yeah, I don't know what
Yes,
they did
they
with
did.
Haunted Castle.
In
Oh,
fact, we
okay.
have no death runs of the game all over YouTube right now.
Oh, well, condolences.
Haunted Castle. Oh, that's really cool. The new one. No, it's not that.
No, you see, here's my problem. Like, I wanna play. I wanna play with no split screen. Like,
Yeah.
if there was an option. Yeah, but at that point, I'm like, I want to play those different games with the no death screen. It's one of those things, you know. So I'm annoyed and pissed off that they still keep the split screen on, and I'm like, well, why do that? Get rid of that crap. We don't need it.
They could have
Like,
found
that was the
some,
whole point. Put it on the
creative
start
way.
menu.
Yeah, they could have found some creative way to get rid of it, I suppose. Like overlay it or something.
Well, no, yeah, we'll just put it on the start screen. You
Yeah, I
don't
guess
need a
that
map.
works.
Like, you don't need that map.
Yeah, but like I don't think that's what they're doing. I think they're just like
I like the game.
Old games. I don't think they're like
Yeah.
remastering them or anything.
No, they are. They
probably
did do
did.
some remaster.
They probably
Yeah,
did
they did
for
remaster.
the touchscreen portions, for example. Like some of the
Yeah.
touchscreen portions, like for Dawn of Sorrow, you have to draw this symbol in order to beat the boss. I don't think.
That's true. They might like map it over to like the like C stick or something if you're playing on a TV.
Why? So here's the question.
Steam Deck, obviously, they have touch screens. You can just use the touch screen, but
Yeah, but here's my thing. Here's my thing with that. Like, we don't need that. You could just put that in the start overlay, or press R1 to activate on Okamiden style. You know, because that's how Okamiden used to do his
I don't
magic.
think they were like planning on. Okay, is it bad that I'm like uncharacteristically hyped about the new Tetris collection? Because they're finally bringing a translated version of Battle Gaiden over, and more so, they're like basically doing a new version of Tetris that incorporates elements from Battle Gaiden, so it's like the closest thing we can get to a remake of Battle Gaiden.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Elle got me into Tetris Battle Gaiden, and right now I'm obsessed, and I blame you.
Yeah, because for competitive Tetris, it's kind of different. It actually gives people
exactly.
Logan a
It's the most
chance. For
different
example.
and unique. I want to see Tetris Battle Gaiden with modern Tetris elements. That would be so sick.
Like, for example, if Logan and I were to play Tetris Battle Gaiden, I'm obviously much faster than him when it comes to playing, but it would actually be pretty even between us if it was Battle Gaiden.
I wonder if the new collection is going to have online multiplayer. If we could play Battle Gaiden together.
I hearing it does for Switch now. I don't know if it's going to cross-platform, but if it does, I'll be kind of stoked because that's actually something I wouldn't mind.
If it's on Switch, like Elle and I could do that, and I mean, like Elle can't capture her screen, but or whatever his screen, but I can capture mine.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind playing. I wouldn't mind playing that. It'd probably be the only time I spend $4 on that goddamn online support crap. I hate that tier wall.
Wait.
So
I mean, they all kind of do it now, but
I thought it was $30 for like 1 year.
Yeah, it's like $60 for 1 year if you get the expansion pass. Honestly, it's barely anything.
I just don't like paying money for a service that should be fundamentally free, and I should just be able to play with my friends instead of demanding that I pay for a service.
That's why I don't.
I don't agree with that.
I don't have it either. Don't have a Nintendo Switch online. Nope.
Yeah, but I believe in I should be able to play whatever service I want to play with my friends. I should be able to grab.
It might be coming out. Is it only coming out on Switch or is it coming out on like everything?
No idea.
It's coming out on Switch first. I don't know what's going on with the Castlevania pack.
I think it's
I've
already
heard
on
multiple
Steam.
now.
I think it's already on Steam. The
Oh,
Castlevania
it's already
thing.
on stream. There you go. Well, bam.
Wait, is the Tetris thing already on Steam?
I have no
No.
idea about that. I know the Castlevania thing is.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah, they're going to run that into the ground as I. Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know.
it's
Like, I haven't even seen an option to like pre-order it or add it to my wish list or anything on like Switch or anything. So I don't know. I don't think they have like an exact release date for it. They're saying winter of 2024. I guess they just haven't like opened up a pre-order option yet, or
I'm super stoked for Yakuza. That's all I know is that's the one I'm super excited about because that classic Yakuza was fucking amazing.
I've never played the Yakuza games. Where should I start? Should I start on like the Dreamcast?
Oh.
Start with the original, and it wasn't the Dreamcast.
Wait.
It was PSP.
Wait. I think you should start with Friends of Ringo Ishikawa. Basically, it's a 2D. Basically, it's a 2D version of the Yakuza games.
Well, actually, there is a Last Days is a Yakuza beat 'em up that just came out recently too, and which is actually a Yakuza. I haven't played Friends of I gotta play that one. That's one that's on my playlist to buy. Yeah.
What up?
Watch Elle streamed it the other day. I think actually yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I've been looking into buying that. Well,
yesterday was Miku. Nope, it was the other day.
Yesterday was Miku. Yeah. I didn't pay attention to the Miku stuff because you weren't punching her in the face.
Yeah. Miku.
Fuck Miku. I like the music. That's about it. But I hate how popular she is.
I like some of the music that Elle has sent me. I want to take a nap.
My friend wanted to put this. My friend wanted to do a Miku where she was like, Miku was like talking to people in like a sensual ASMR way, and then she just stops and goes, "You perverts! Off to jail with you! I'm only such and such," you know.
Somebody's already done something like that. There's even a meme.
Yeah, there is.
Excuse me,
we got...
are you British? Oh no! Hatsune Miku does not talk to British people like that.
Yeah. I can't remember. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, it was kind of funny. But yeah, he wanted to go all in with that. But unfortunately, Lolly Goddess beat him to the beat him to the punch. He's like, well, I can't really do it now. Lolly Goddess won. Alrighty. So, anyway, back to it. But that's the thing with martial arts and schooling in general. I believe we're losing the age of. We are definitely losing that age of modern apprenticeships and that trading and passing knowledge along for this system that exists now that's so corporate. I freaking hate it. Like that seems to be the educational system.
Schooling, the number one point
but that's the thing.
Teach children is to teach people the fundamental skills necessary for the workforce. And then the number two thing should be teaching people the vital necessary skills for society.
No, I don't think they're doing either now. But that's just my personal. I personally think we're in fights over what books should be and shouldn't be banned. We're in such a weird territory of society now, and it's
so fucking stupid about that. Like,
well, both sides are stupid about it because it's like you're launching books that are. No. Both. No. Because To Kill a Mockingbird is being banned.
It's always been banned just because.
No, it's not.
several times.
No, it has not. It was considered a gold standard, and it won the school teaching
Since
award,
the
if I remember
80s,
correctly.
since like the 80s, there were schools that were banning the book.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they want to ban it, like Huck Finn, for example. They want to ban that because apparently the language is naughty no, and that type of stuff drives me
I agree with
nuts.
that, but they've been doing that for years.
Yeah, and I don't agree with it at all. And it's kind of funny. I even made the joke. I said, "Jesus fuck, it's both sides of this spectrum in America that exists right now."
Like, the book is
I
like
try
extremely critical of the racism that like you
it's fundamentally like it makes me laugh because it's the same bullshit on both sides. I'm like, wait a minute, both sides don't agree with this, and both sides have tried to ban the same freaking book. It's absolutely hysterical, and it's just I just shake my head. I think it's stupid. Oh,
Katsu
it's
says,
just absolutely retarded. The way we're going with society.
People nowadays hate logic and sanity, according to Katsu.
Yeah,
I don't.
Katsu.
I
haven't been reading chat at all. I've literally been like laying in bed.
Well, no, I've looked at chat while I'm in the middle of cooking because I'm grabbing onions and peppers and all these spices. I just put a can of corn in my chili. I'm just getting ready to get the kidney beans out. And I got all the prep for the ground beef now ready to go. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. But I am paying attention to chat.
That's the game that I can emulate, like on Romperie or something.
So here's the question I got to ask with schooling. Do you like basics? See, something was brought up that kind of irked me. The whole basic schooling thing. When you say basic history, what do you mean?
For example, we should have like a basic understanding of American history if you live in America. If you live in Canada, you should have a basic history of Canadian history. If you live in the Philippines, I think you should have that. And it should, like you said, it should show kind of like both sides. It shouldn't try to sanitize or Disneyify kind of education in the way that America historically has.
I would actually say America now is Disneyfying stuff to the point of insanity. Like the fact that
I'd say like for example, like we did not know the degree, like they really didn't teach the degree of like how badly we fucked over minorities. Like if you read about like Lewis and Clark, you don't even like it's like oh, they all just kind of helped each other, and like no, there was like a lot of bloodshed and like a bunch of
violence in society has been around forever. Again,
it has, and I'm not saying like I'm just saying that like you're actually getting like the more honest and depressing side of that.
Well, no, that's the thing. We're seeing it. We're not seeing that.
Right-wingers are pushing back against that because
we're getting the
idea of American exceptionalism and we can do no wrong, etc., etc.
No, that's not true either. I actually believe I think you're wrong. I think we're getting to a point where society is ignoring their values in a lot of ways, and I think it's almost to the point of a blind ignorance of societal values. I think personally. And because it is actually like I think certain countries are still doing the right thing, but I think we're losing a lot. Like what Elle said, I do believe so, and that's why apprenticeships matter. Like Elle, what your dad did is what is referred to as an apprenticeship. He taught you a style that you can teach, the next generation if you ever took the time to really excel at it.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
That is something that needs to be done nowadays. I really don't think it's being done at all. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think we're reaching a society where none of this is happening.
I would say is as something I would add is foreign language. I think foreign language study should be made mandatory in the public education system.
Well,
Sure, Duolingo lessons.
I mean,
we
as
do.
somebody
A lot of
who-
countries
as
do. A
somebody
lot of
who-
countries already do that. A lot of countries already do that. And as for
Exactly.
America,
America just doesn't.
no,
Even though we
America
have
does.
growing
It
Spanish.
all depends where you are. It all depends where you are. They are teaching these languages. The problem is I think they're teaching that it's the ignoring of English that's going on in certain schools that's caused a lot of people to get a bee in their bonnet.
Ignoring it. English
Seriously.
is quite literally a Common Core mandatory subject.
I know, but there's certain groups out there that are like, hey, let's not pay attention to this.
Well,
All right.
yeah, I mean, like, there's people who, like, just because you teach someone something doesn't mean they have to actually, like, care about it or, like, that's the other thing, too, is, like, it's not just about, like, learning a particular skill. It's about making it so that people actually want to learn it. And that's, like, another thing, like you can teach kids things all day. They don't have to actually listen to it or care about it or interpret it.
So what do you guys think about how society has streamlined teaching to the point where you can go to a Wikipedia page, and kids have been doing this over the years where they're just copying and pasting to Wikipedia?
I mean,
like we're actually seeing that. We're actually seeing that more and more. I have a friend who's a teacher.
Well, I mean, yeah,
and
like
says
kids
all that.
can do that, but like they're gonna get a failing grade because there's plagiarism checkers and shit like that you use in like grade school.
Not if you use
There was a
ChatGPT.
time. Go ahead.
Not if you use ChatGPT and then run it through Claude.ai. No one will know.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the new thing now is they're using like ChatGPT, and I guess there's tools now for kind of determining.
Yeah, but you can mask that now with Claude.ai so that the tool used to check if it's AI does not detect it as AI.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna. Kids are always going to find loopholes because they hate school and they don't want to learn and like whatever. It's kids. They're always going to find a loophole.
Like I seriously believe, this is why I believe the term university grain fed became a thing, and it's something I've used quite a few times over the years, where you have a generation of people who just live on the. Yeah, just reading what people have been saying on the thing. We've had people who are. We've had people now who are so ingrained in a culture, and like my friend said it best for universities. There are two types of people in university: those who show up, learning to doing one thing and one thing only, getting a job. Then there's the other group. Their goal in life is to party and treat it like a frickin' daycare. I don't respect the daycare guys, but I don't. It's not rich kids. Oh God, no. I wish it was. I wish it was only rich kids. I can tell you that right now. I know guys who get scholarships and they go to university, and it's just. It's interesting. And my friend, you know what? My friend actually says a lot of times university be something you should earn. Like his mentality has always been, like he had to go and work his ass to basically whittle himself to nothing and work as hard as he humanly possibly could to get that course. And even with the scholarship, he didn't have enough money. He had to fight.
I think, like they should prioritize like people with higher grades and things like that.
No, I think university should always be an Excel course, and I think I think we're passing people in startling ways now. And I really do believe that there's a group of people that we're getting into a generation that's going to have no skills.
Well, and
they're not skilled.
And this has actually kind of been like exacerbated as a result of the Trump administration and Betsy DeVos specifically a system where like they're making it easier and easier to pass classes and get into honors, because like the higher the test scores end up being, the more funding your school gets.
Yeah, but
And
that shouldn't. Yeah, but that.
if you don't get the necessary funding to, you know, if you don't get the necessary funding, you can't teach the kids as effectively. But you can't teach the kids effectively anyway, because you have to constantly lower and lower the bar to get more funding. So it's just a terrible system, and it's fucked.
Oh no, that's why I say I would say we have a system right now that is too fundamentally destroyed at this point. It really needs to be complete. We need a complete restructure. We need to bring back apprentices. We need to bring back the system
We need to bring back
that was designed. Well, we need to bring back the old apprentice system, because that was a working system. That was something that you didn't need to go to university, back in the day. Yeah. You could if you had training by a previous person and you learned that skill. Like I hate to say it, the best teachers sometimes are the parents. Well, the father, get your hands in there.
I guess homeschooling, in a sense, is kind of like the closest thing we have to that system. And even then, there's sort of like a curriculum you kind of have to, which to a degree I agree with, because like I think there maybe should be some sort of curriculum, because you have like religious parents, for example, who will like pull their kids out of school and say, oh, actually evolution and everything, all of that is bullshit invented by Satan.
Yeah, but does that actually happen now compared to what exists? Like I hear these talking points a lot, and I apologize. This drives me nuts, because I hear this nowadays, and I hear this from a lot of people. Oh, well, it's like bringing up points that were 20, 30, like almost 50, 60 years ago. Like, I have not met a single person in my life in a natural generation where they were like, we got to take our kids out because they don't believe in evolution. I have never fucking heard that recently. I have.
Maybe... I grew up in like, and still live in like,
Appalachia?
Like white suburbia, gated community, whatever bullshit.
Well, no, because the only time I heard that was Appalachia.
I wasn't homeschooled for religious reasons, but plenty of my friends were.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. To me, I hear that, and I kind of chuckle.
You just clearly didn't grow up in like the same kind of upbringing I did.
No, I grew up in the ghetto. In the ghetto.
And that's like, and also I don't know like how religious Canada is as opposed to the United States. I mean, I'm sure there are religious people in Canada, as there are all over the world, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know if it was in politics and
like that was something I heard. That was something I heard from my friends from Appalachia. Like when I talked to old Beatstick there, one of my buddies there. That's not his real name, but old Beatstick used to tell us about how they would get they would go to teach a certain religious course, and they would be like, the second they would bring up that course, you'd have the preacher screaming the Bible, and they would have kids actually like being pulled from there. Like, he remembers telling me a famous story. It was actually an interesting story he told me about how he remembers when they went to teach a certain things of evolution, that they actually had the preacher walk in on the class and preach Catholicism and how you need to blind and close your ears. This was a long time. By the way, this is a long time ago, and they actually did that, where they were actually telling the kids to cover your ears because the Satan was trying to step in, and it was really quite fascinating. But this is from groups that I haven't. I haven't seen that in generations. Like. And to be honest, Christianity is pretty much dead in America. Sorry, not sorry.
It is. Well, I would say it's dying, but there are a lot of religious fundamentalists who are trying in vain to keep it alive. by like
Well,
passing
I'm not
like,
against. I'm not
like
against. I'm not
anti-abortion,
against religion. I hate to say it.
anti-gay
Uh,
shit. That,
okay. Let's step away from that. But
there
I'm
is
not
freeness.
against.
I understand that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, they are trying in vain to keep it alive when society as a whole doesn't just wants it to die.
Well, I don't agree with that though. Like I said, you lose. Like I said, I'm always about fighting for history, and I hate to say it, Christianity is one of the fundamental things of America. If you take away Christianity from America,
Ingrained in our
you
system.
are, yeah. Well, no, if you take that away from your country, you are losing a very important part of your society. And
I think that we should. Well, yeah. I mean, I think we should like acknowledge that religion is an integral part of the founding of the country.
well,
But like,
like if you want to talk about no, if you want to talk
itself,
about societal, if you want to talk about the failure of
yeah, it's an integral part, but there is also such a thing as separation of church and state.
well, there, yeah, but when you're removing church entirely, then where was the separation at that point? You like religion, like that's the one thing religion has done. Like, and again, I'm not exactly a fan of religion because you want to talk about something that likes to steal society and remove stuff and steal history. Fucking the Catholic Church has a lot to pay for the pagan brothers and sisters.
I would just
And
argue a tax on the desperate, but
well, no, I disagree with you there because I've actually been a part of those charity. I've worked in those charities. I've been a part of those organizations. It's not as bad as people think. It all depends on how high you scale, and when it starts getting run by certain groups, then it changes. Until then, I would disagree. But anyway, as I fry up my that looks so good. The smell coming from my thing, guys. You don't know. Oh, I cut the garlic so thin that it's almost liquefying, with the onions really super thin. Oh,
like, how is the? Did you grow up? I know like Catholicism is really big in the Philippines. Did you kind of grow up in like? Were you like raised Catholic or?
Of course.
Like what was like your kind of schooling system like? How did it kind of like incorporate religion into it?
How do they incorporate religion into it? Easy. Religion is a subject. Basically, religion is a subject from like grade 1 up to high school. We always had religion as a subject.
You know, it's kind of interesting. Like, my ex-girlfriend, she went to a Catholic school, and it's like Catholic schools, I think, at least some are like, even Catholic schools are becoming quite a bit more secular. They're really just more like, Catholic schools are
yeah,
really just
it's
like private schools.
I like no, they weren't. They aren't. They have shifted. They're fundamentally always changing. Like it but
Like,
there's
for
some
example, like her religion class was just like, okay, we teach Christianity and Catholicism as a religion, but there are other religions that we are also going to teach you about. And also just,
that must be a new way. That must be a new way of doing it because from what I remember,
it is new. It is new. I'm saying that's what I'm saying is like it's becoming that way. It's slowly and granted that is one particular case. There's probably there's probably many other Catholic schools that are like still stuck in the Stone Age. I'm just saying.
Okay, so what I did was I took my ground beef, I bit it, I put a little water in there, let it boiled off, remove some of the grease because I was using a medium ground beef, so I wanted to remove a little more of the grease. And then what I do is I put a little bit of I put seasoning on all my vegetables that are going to be going into the steak. I mean into the meat. So what I did was I chopped the onions to they're almost to the point where they're almost liquid. They're almost like jelly. And then as I chopped I thinned as much as I could. I don't have a razor blade, so I couldn't really get really deep in there. I thinned the garlic down to as little as possible. So what happened is it's liquefying in the meat, and now that the meat is cooking, I'm going to remove it off the heat because it's pretty much ready to go. I'm just letting stuff saute a little more. I let the meat. I'm letting everything kind of simmer a bit. I don't want to burn. I don't want to hurt it too much. But what I'm doing is I took all the meat and I'm letting it all simmer in, and then I slowly add stuff. Like, for example, I added my damn it. I gotta get a new pot. This pot's a little bad for that. I burnt a little bit, but I'm not losing that grease. I make sure to leave a little bit of grease in there, and then I add more and more spices to it as I go. So the smell that comes off my my frying pan is amazing.
So you can't make cooking videos, so your solution is to make cooking videos on Elle's channel. That's a way to do it.
Sorry, Elle. Well, we are talking about teaching people, and I'm verbally teaching people how to cook amazing chili.
Lead by experience.
Yeah, I'm straight. I just taught you how to make a really good meat.
So, Mike
I did.
says, I encourage any atheist or agnostic to watch David Wood's testimony. He was an atheist turned Christian. He has a PhD in philosophy. I have no idea who that is.
Me neither.
I know who he's talking about, and I kind of agree. There are some good guys out there. I'm not against. Again, I'm not against atheism in any way, shape, or form. People want to be atheists, go you go you. But like I said, I'm a complete and utter advocate for history, and I will always be an advocate for the good and the bad. You know, no side, because this bullshit.
Yeah, religion should be taught as like a historical, like this is how people.
No, I know religion should be.
Believe,
you know,
and this is how people still believe.
See,
like I'm an atheist, but I don't want.
But that's the thing. They'll accept one religion because of other factors I don't want to get into, because it could get like if we get into the bullshit that exists with religion, because religion and cults and stuff are fascinating. The yoga cult, for example, is a very interesting thing.
I believe religion is inherently a cult.
I don't agree with that at all, because there's a level there's that where you're turning on other people and then turning on yourself. But anyway, what I'm saying is that this stuff is very really interesting how people blind.
Essentially. Yeah. Any sort of means of groupthink, I believe, is cult-like mentality.
Yeah, but individualism doesn't. The individualism it doesn't always work either. You need people. If you could not need people in a general life cycle, then you wouldn't have any problems in existence, and there wouldn't be any issues. But we need people around us.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So,
yes, everyone loves.
I was thinking about your earlier question about what constitutes basic history, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking, maybe if you're going to teach history, make sure that the history that you're teaching is based on verifiable or verified information only.
I agree.
And focus on. Maybe once you're educating people on history, focus on encouraging people to seek out the truth themselves, to question everything, to verify.
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually that brings me to like the number one issue I think with the education system is it doesn't teach skepticism. It doesn't teach you how to be skeptical, and that's the biggest problem. That's why you have.
Well, no, it does. It does, but it does teach that. It does.
I'm agreeing with it because it all comes down to religion. Religion teaches you to question nothing. I teach you to question everything.
Look, it does. It does teach a form of skepticism versus everybody else. It's the value system that's being taught in schools now. That's the biggest problem in societal factors. Like we're not. we're not allowing open thought or discussion in schools as we used to. Like, I could walk up to my teacher, my old Italian teacher, Mr. Giuseppe, and he would be like, hey, look, we will tell you this story about how this happened. What? It's me, it's Mario. I'll tell you how my family helped string up the how we beat a certain politician to death back in the day. Like, he would tell you stories, and he was a hard man, but he was a man that openly accepted society and thing. And like I said, we aren't teaching the teachers anymore the way our teachers were thinking. Like, I talked to him recently. I ran into him not too long ago at a home hardware, and he was like, these teachers today, they're fucking morons. They're all stupid. They all don't know anything in society. They need to kick them all out.
Who I feel were genuinely afraid of their students.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, dude, become an adult. Like, you are the person in charge. You should not be afraid of the people you are teaching.
Well, no, now they're not afraid, but now they're actively, like, throwing kids out and stuff. Like, it's gotten to the point where it's a punishment system. Like, there was a time.
Good.
And no, but that's not good, because they're doing it when they're like, someone would object to a mentality. Like what happened to Elle, for example, when she went to when she went to law school. Like, when she went to another law school, what happened? Even though you were at, everything you said was wrong just because you went to a better school. Yep. And they wanted to target you. That's stuff that society really has. Like, we shouldn't be doing that stuff, like, at all. And that's the thing. It's getting that bad. And our like I said, the school system needs to be completely destroyed, as far as I'm concerned. Like, we need to break it down and call the horde and tear it all down and restart it.
Destroy them all, etc.
Yep. Bring on the horde.
Anarchy.
Yep. Chaos.
It's the best system, because one way or another you're going to get change. You might not like it, but you're going to get change.
Fair enough. I mean, technically communism also falls under that, so I believe that we should become communists.
Oh God, no.
It's actually a very strict system.
Well, yeah, but it's not different than what we got.
No, communism is the worst system. Take it historically. It's historical. No. I'll take the American system. What you're seeing now in America, and what you're seeing some of the stupidity in countries nowadays.
Well, no, I'm not is a level of socialism. I was making a joke.
Oh, okay. But I'm still like, that stuff is just.
I'm not a communist. Although I do have a communist PNGTuber shirt, so that's cool.
I'm not a fan of it. Yeah.
I know, right?
I'm not a fan of any of that stuff. Anyway.
Nah, I mean, whatever. Communist.
No, history's proven it's a failed system.
It is. Yeah.
The complete democracy is also a failed system. You need to kind of have a balance. Yeah, the best system.
You kind of need, generally speaking, well, communism is an economic principle. Like, communist countries are more authoritarian, and that's the biggest issue, but ultimately communism is a failed economic system as well, because if everybody, it's like that line from The Incredibles, if everyone's super, no one will be.
No, communism, the problem is there is no such thing as a super system, because what ends up happening is that the ruling class, and all communist systems fall under one system, where the ruling class inevitably becomes the kings. It's inevitable. Like, you need a neutral balance system.
Yeah, democratic socialism is kind of what we've always had, and
Well, no, it was more democratic
The debate
republic.
kind of
Like
becomes, how much is and isn't it should and shouldn't be in place in the government. I think most rational actors would say you need a little bit of the government should pay for a couple of things and things like that, but
no, there's got to be an extension, like a good neutral system, like at least up here in Canada, some of the best systems. Every time our country takes a complete dive into our 3K system,
My sister likes Trudeau.
whenever our system fails, it's either because of a full majority or two parties decide to work together to vote out another party or cause another party out. It's anarchy every time. Our country is never like it, but a balanced system where they all can work together. Our country does the best. It exceeds it the best.
Every system of government is going to have problems. Like democracy is probably the best system, but it is the one that takes the longest amount of time to get anything done because there's a lot of people who have a lot of different ideas.
Well, true democracy does. Republic system can republic works probably the best. We've out of humanity anyway. I personally think we should be putting bomb collars on our politicians, and that if we ever find out they're cheating the system, we just kind of we all vote to press a button and watch their heads go pop. But that's just me personally, because I have a really negative view of all forms of authority.
Fair enough. I would say I'm okay with democracy being kind of messy and taking a long time because at the end of the day, it's still we're not a direct democracy, as in we don't vote on each individual law as it is being introduced. But
yeah, America is a diplomatic republic.
We vote for our politicians, and
it's a diplomatic. It's called diplomatic republic. That's what you guys are in right now. Well, at least in America. I don't know. L. What's your system? Are you same thing?
I would imagine very similar.
It's the same. Yep, it's the same thing.
Okay, yeah, it's a. For those who don't know, it's a system where you vote the guys above you, and then they work for your location. And then as they work for your location, they group together with everybody else, and then they have a system where they talk to everybody else. And then there's basically the whole idea. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. It works under almost a senatorial system. So you usually have three governmentary bodies. You have the Senate, you have the thing, and then
judicial.
Yeah. It's an extension of a court system. Now, up where I'm at, we kind of more of a parliament system. Which
right. Don't you have a parliamentary? You don't have a House and a Senate. You have one. Wait, so are you like the UK where you don't directly?
No, we do have a Senate. No, we do. Well, no, we do. No, we vote. We vote for Paul. We do a full. No, we're a parliamentary republic. We do vote, and we do vote for our guy. It's just we don't vote. We vote for the local guy in the area. We don't vote for the key guy. Now, what certain politicians do.
You couldn't directly vote for Justin Trudeau or
somebody else. Well, no, we can't. No, we can't. Well, we can't vote just as you guys will vote for that. Now, essentially, we're supposed to have a guy in charge of everything. The way it's supposed to work, you have three guys that are supposed to be in charge of our system. It's a little confusing to a lot of people. There's one guy that basically, okay, this is the guy, this is the party that got the most votes. Okay, I accept this person as the leader of the party. In a way, he could say at any time, go fuck yourself, Prime Minister Popo. We're going to vote another guy in.
So you're telling me that there is a system that's more fucked and terrible than the Electoral College? Cool.
Yeah, you could. We could. He could basically ignore that and basically take that guy in or vote him out. And then you got the Crown, who still has an authoritarian body in here. They're governor general. Then you got one other system. So it really is a messed up system. Fundamentally, we have voted the Crown out back in '82. So the Crown has no authority in our country, but they still have a head here, and that's mainly because the native unions the native nations don't accept our government. They accept the British government for some weird. I still don't
Yeah,
know why.
yeah. I think like basically like
Um,
when Canada declared independence, it seems like they I don't know,
no,
maybe they like
we
better
got it in
terms with the
'82.
British than we were.
We were pretty much independent for most after World War II, but '82, I believe, 1982 was when we removed the scenario, and we were no longer a part of their little group, but we still kind of have our own system. It's weird how it works here. I don't agree with any of it. Like I'm an avid believer of taking the Queen off taking the royal family off our money,
Yeah.
and kicking the royal family off our thing, and removing the governor
Stop your
general
fucking
as a
monopoly
whole.
money bullshit. Make your money green and depressing like ours.
No. I don't mind that, but I believe it should be our own personal politicians and our own people that have actually
Yeah,
historical
exactly.
figures in
Like
Canada that should
yeah,
be.
we have like, you know, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. They're putting Harriet Tubman on the 20, which I guess is
Yeah, but
fine.
I don't think the Queen should be on any of our currency anymore at this
Yeah.
point. Like there should be something else there, and I
It's,
don't agree with. I don't agree with
I don't
that.
care that much about money though. Like you could just honestly, you could just like write a number 1 on a piece of Sharpie, and it's just like, it's good.
No, I think there should be more to Canada and that light. But we play with the system's very screwed, very screwy,
Yeah, that's
and
kind of
I'm not a big fan of.
is it's
Yeah,
sort
I'm
of like independent, but you're also sort of like a satellite
not.
nation of the UK. It's
Yeah,
weird.
well, even though we're technically not, and then you got people in our country that are kowtowing to China, and I'm not going to get into that, but that's been
Yeah.
revealed. And so we got messed up. There's some really messed up stuff, and like Canada needs a lot of work. And it's I don't want to leave the country, but I'm not against. But if I won the lottery tomorrow, I might be taking a trip to somewhere in Asia very quickly.
By the way, so
Just
So,
depends where in Asia.
by the way, my sister says she's very proud that you have the best healthcare system in the world. What do you say
yeah,
to that?
Canadian
Oh,
healthcare is
oh, we do have the best
it's also
healthcare.
very flawed, but it's
First
better
I've
than
heard of
ours.
it.
It's also
First
very
I've heard of
flawed,
it.
but it's better than ours.
Well, my
Oh,
sister is like super
you're
proud of that.
she is
Yeah.
it really is she really proud of it, or is she being sarcastic?
No, she's not being sarcastic. She's like, oh, all my, all my dental bills, all my recent surgery was
I mean,
paid
it
for
means
by the
higher
government.
taxes, but I would rather pay higher taxes for something that actually benefits
Is
me.
she an active immigrant, or is she
No,
or has she
she's
actually
a
been a citizen for
Canadian.
a while?
She's
Oh,
a
okay.
citizen.
Okay, we in Canada is in the system is interesting here, and it's flawed at the medical system. When he said that, I laugh at him because I know Canadians that basically take trips they leave my country to
Americans
go to
do the
his
same thing.
country. Yeah, but the difference is they do it so they can get like a
Because Americans
cheaper
can't
medicine.
afford our health care.
No. Americans will flee to Canada to get their medication bills. That's what
Interesting.
our medicine is cheaper. But if you want a surgery, you go to an American doctor. Like, one of the most interesting things was there was this guy that kept going blind. No one could figure out why he was going blind, and everyone was trying to figure it out. He went back to the Middle East where he was living because he couldn't work in Canada anymore. And his doctor's like, "Yeah, you're diabetic. Here's your insulin." And then you can start to see one of his eyes is completely damaged, but the other eye was fine. I'm like, how did every doctor fucking miss that?
Do sort of agree in a sense of like, if you erase the profit motive of the medical system, like America, the one thing I will say about America's healthcare system is our constant acceleration in the scientific field. We have some of the best medicine related. We have some of the best
No, but your medication system is fucked, and it's mainly because of medication companies are causing the biggest problems.
Exactly.
In your country, it's the medication.
It's like, I think the actual scientific research end of it, there needs to continue to be a profit motive, and needs to continue to be a profit motive.
There shouldn't. But see, I've always been an avid believer. See, that's the thing. Their profit numbers are insane. If you look at how much they've made since a certain scenario happened for 4 years, and what they've made now, they've made more money than anywhere else ever. They're the number one company, that number one profit margin in the fucking world. They had more money than gold at one point. They out profited gold at it's like from like mining and stuff like that because the value of mining gold. Well, they were making more money. It's absurd, and what these companies have done and how much money they actually. Like I said, there needs to be a mass calling, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to society, and it really needs to start. It really needs to start sooner than later, and we're starting to see it. Thank goodness, we're starting to see monopolies like the Disney. Disney's getting in trouble now for their shenanigans. Microsoft should have been getting in trouble for years and years and years. And
yeah. Well, we're seeing that right now in the pharmaceutical industry. Like now, like a lot of pharmacies are just closing down because of the federal government enforcing massive fines as a result of the opioid crisis. Which
yes, and that is good. That's good. A lot of these systems need to be broken up because they're making too much money. We need to.
That's good that people are just now finally starting to, get repercussions for the blood that's on their hands as a result of the opioid.
And there's other things I could talk about that just had a couple really big things, and I'm really happy to see that. And it's about fucking time. Like, these monopolies need to have been destroyed for years. And they are pure monopolies. And this is the most scariest thing in a society, when you have that much money being brought into a value. Like I said, it works on one of the most scariest things I ever heard someone say when I was doing some research on a couple years ago. Like, there were 92 companies ran your major TV stuff. Guess how many companies run your TV?
Like Comcast, Time Warner, and
it's 6. You're up to 6. That is scary, because if you have only 6 companies and they all agree on one value.
Yeah.
Remember the cabal thing we were talking about? There's your cabal thing. Yeah. That is when you have a problem. That's when you have, and for me, that's
there's not one giant cabal. There are a bunch of smaller cabals all working that work towards their own goals in whatever field.
By the way,
it's
you have a message from Mike Wolf in chat, or Chief Reviews, and also I'd like to acknowledge King Sora and Ibrex Zombie Hunter. Welcome to the stream. Right, continue.
What did Mike Wolf say?
Yo, Art, my friend Luke, who's from Vancouver, says there's a problem with Indian people starting bogus restaurants to launder money, and they brought up all the real estate and charging high rents. Yep.
I cannot say anything to that value, but because I worry about my own country breaking down to my door in a couple months and me being arrested. But I will say I've heard this from a bunch of people. I've heard of groups, other organizations that aren't of our country buying land and then reselling it in a large market, which has been causing problems in our country, and it's really bad. So that has been an issue. But I do, guys. I got to take out some garbage. I'll be right back. So give me like 5-10 seconds here. I apologize. It's just I got a bunch of hot grease that needs to be thrown out. I just finished the chili, so she's all ready to go. And yeah, I'm put in a slow cooker, and I'm just gonna let it cook for the next 24 hours. So yeah, I gotta do that right now, and I'll be right back.
Computer glitching out, says Logan. Maybe that's why it's running at 15 FPS right now, this stream. Sometimes when I see a screen like this, I forget that it's Logan playing. I'm like, what if I click on resume game here? Speaking of Logan, looks like, the stream is buffering right now. Hopefully it's fixed by the time War Chief returns. True. So, back to my earlier point about education. When we codify things, when we create a system for things, sometimes the instructors focus more on... Yeah, sometimes the instructors tend to focus more on the process, on the things that need to be memorized, on how to basically do something properly using the proper process, which is good. It's good until it reaches the point wherein the process ignores the actual goal. If you get what I mean? If it ignores the actual goal, like if you're trying to teach someone how to do a dance properly, for example, and then you're having this person do a certain process, a certain number of steps. And then that person is actually fully capable of doing the dance. As is. Then you're missing the point. Then what's the point of having that person master the process when that person has already reached the end goal? So that was my point. Like, sometimes the instructors, the teachers, tend to forget about that.
Hello?
Yep, you're back.
Yay!
So I guess this live thing is... I should have stopped watching it.
That's cool that Orc and I, both of our computers, just like magically glitched at the same time. It's the deep state!
I don't think his computer glitched. He just said he was going to take out the garbage or something.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. What time is it?
It is 2:12 a.m.
Okay.
So it's 2:12 p.m.
I don't know. I want to like start Final Fantasy, but like at the same time, I don't know if I really want to play that very much because like we've already kind of derailed this stream.
I don't know. Welcome back, Katsu. What do you want to play? Play something else if you want to. I'll just show it on stream.
I don't know. Welcome back, Katsu.
You can just do the Nibelheim dungeon for a bit.
Okay.
Just trying
Let's
to
do
get
that.
past the cave.
All right. Like I said, I might kind of like log off a bit early because I was basically like doing the stream from my bed for a while.
Nice. Did you see my Castlevania article?
I did.
It's on my blog.
You ever think about like creating a Substack?
What's that?
It's kind of like a blog, but I think it's a bit more modern. Like it'll notify you when somebody posts.
So it's like a forum.
Kind of. Yeah, Substack is like there's like a lot of I don't know like all the fine details of it, but it seems pretty interesting.
Okay, I could look into that. See, a part of the reason I have a blog is to try to monetize it.
Yeah, I think you can monetize Substack, and it might actually be a little bit easier to do that.
Okay.
Welcome back, Orc.
Welcome back.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. It just small apartment can't allow certain things to stick in my apartment because I will get bugs.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Now during summer you got to do it. You got to do it more and more. During winter you can get away with a little bit of fun, but you can let stuff sit. But during summer it's all going to get thrown out. So the big question on what's next for Elle Talks? What's the big next question you want to talk about? Elle.
I was just recapping what I was saying, actually. Initially.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, I already told everyone about it, but alright, I could say it again. So basically, my main point is that sometimes when you focus too much on the process or on the things to be memorized, you tend to forget if you're the teacher or if you're the instructor, for example. You tend to forget the main goal, basically, of what you're trying to teach. Because you're focused on the little things, on the tiny steps. And then even if the student, the pupil, can already do the thing that you're trying to teach perfectly.
Is this where I'm supposed to go?
Yep, exactly. Even if the student can already do the thing that you're trying to teach perfectly, flawlessly, even, you're still focused on getting that student to do the process properly, which I think is missing the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically that's what I was getting at from the start. So I've seen this happen a lot, like in our society, for example.
To simplify it, don't look at the finger. How can you notice the beauty of the sky if you're only staring at the finger? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, actually that applies in drawing as well, for example. Yeah. So there are these people who say you should draw like one thing for 365 days. And after you do that every single day, you will improve after 1 year. That's totally missing the point. Like, I didn't learn how to draw by learning by trying to draw something different every day for 365 days. I learned how to draw because I actively tried to learn the things that I needed to learn in order to draw.
Mhm.
So, the basics of anatomy, for example, I learned from polycarbon tutorials, which is still online nowadays, but there are better resources. But basically, it taught you everything you need to learn in order to actually start drawing. Let's see.
I learned that I learned with my art that I am a dumbass when it comes to remembering washrooms and bathing areas in floor maps and map plans. So a lot of my players don't understand that their characters need to poop.
Oh,
I apologize, guys. Sorry, my bad.
but yeah.
I don't know why my brain does not remember the washroom. It is a weird logic of value that I've never understood when I build a floor plan.
What if D&D but all the characters have IBS?
Okay, yeah. Well, no. There is a sanity system that involves getting constantly sick, and it can drop your sanity bar quite significantly if you're not paying attention. You can be a real prick with that, actually.
Oh, these aren't like bonded together. That sucks.
They're not.
Why aren't they?
Old school D&D is brutal, which is awesome. Best system.
Isn't there like a recent Dungeons and Dragons movie? Apparently a lot of fans seem to like it.
The new one? Yeah, apparently a lot of people
they're
seem to
not.
like it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't lump them in with my kind. Us old grognards think it's garbage.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see them in the comments, and they're quoting all of the spells and stuff being used in the fights. Right? Oh, they use this and this and that and that. So
Yeah, but those
feel
aren't real D&D players.
Alright. Why is that?
5e players are fake players.
I have no idea about
Because
that.
okay, do you want the honest response or do you want the angry war chief's response?
I don't know. Whatever
Yes.
you want.
Okay, well, angry war chief response is because I say so. The actual response is a lot of the system is silly nowadays. Like 5e has become a system of it's become a joke of its original system. If you want to play a good Dungeons and Dragons game, play World of Warcraft, and you have yourself a perfect Dungeons and Dragons game. Yeah, you don't even need a DM, guys.
World of Warcraft, you say? I used to play Warcraft 3 though. But not
No. World of Warcraft. That's your Dungeons and Dragons now.
I see. An MMO, basically.
Worse than that, actually. I hear the way they spec characters now, it's more of a fundamental feat system. There's no gimme or take with the system. The system seems to have a lot more problems. I'm not against. Again, you do you. You want to play 5e, play 5e. I'm not gonna harp too much, but I jokingly refer to myself as a grognard for a reason, and that is because I complain about the system. I complain what they've done to the system, and I feel like the system has lost something.
Well, I know nothing
And
about
so, yes, I'm a Grachnar.
I know nothing about Dungeons and Dragons. But I do have this instruction booklet from Palladium game.
Huh?
So you're familiar with those, right? Because you're into those RPGs and stuff.
Palladium, I know the system, I just don't know it completely. It's not something I have 100% knowledge
the
of.
book I have is something I bought a long time ago in some bookstore here. And it's never been used because nobody plays desktop RPGs here, tabletop RPGs, because, it's only been a thing recently, in recent times. Back then,
I am
nobody...
truly sad. I am truly sad. It is some of the most inventive thing you can do in D&D. D&D is more inventive than any video game system, period.
It probably is. But anyways, mine is called, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, actually.
Oh, I know the system. I Palladium. That's the D6 system. I actually know I actually had that. I gave that to a friend as a gift. He was leaving town, and he was my. I jokingly called him my Asian friend, because he was from China. So I called him my Asian friend, and he got all mad. It's like, I'm not Asian. I'm Canadian. We used to bug him and stuff. Oh yeah, he was a good friend of mine, and he really did do some cool stuff. Like one year, he got me a gift card to EB Games right when he knew I wanted to buy a video game, and he gave me the exact price. So I was like, I ran up to go hug him, and he had this look in his face. He's like, "Get away from me!" It's like, "Get away from me, you giant ogre!" It's like, "No, hug me!" Yes, I know the Palladium system, the Ninja Turtles thing. That's an interesting system. It runs mainly off, I believe, D6s and percentile, if I remember correctly.
Oh, it uses D20s as well.
Was that D20? It's been a while since I've played a Palladium game, so I can't remember exactly.
It uses several dice, actually.
Yeah, I can't remember. If I'm wrong, I do apologize. I apologize.
And it has. I don't think this is in Dungeons and Dragons. It has like a structural damage capacity, along with hit points.
Yeah. I know the system. I'm just it's like you're talking to me. I could hear the system. It's been so long. I'm drawing a blank. It's actually one of those systems I haven't played in a very, very long time.
Some people who are into tabletop RPGs whom I talk to would often say that it uses the flawed Palladium system. So apparently it's flawed. So
it is a system. Yeah, you can break. If I remember correctly, that's the one system you can break the fuck out of it. Like you can create characters that are stupidly broken in the system. It's I'm trying to remember now. I know which book you have too. It has a picture of like Raphael on it.
Yeah, it has a picture of everyone.
What?
It has a picture of everyone, but they're all using red bandanas. So yeah, they all look like Raphael.
Can you send us a picture? Can you show the picture in chat on the video? I wouldn't mind seeing this if that's okay.
Let me get a pic.
Because I'm wondering which one you have. Okay. I'm now wondering what system that Elle has. Makes me wonder.
Hey Logan, I'm Logan.
I don't remember. I think it has system. It has a there. You could break the system. I just can't remember what, because it's been so long since I've played Palladium. It's been like over 20 years, so I can't remember. Not 100% sure. It's like it's how did Doctor Who say it? It's like going to a party and you've seen all these people before, but you can't remember who they are exactly. That's kind of how I feel. I know who it is. I just can't remember 100% because it's been so goddamn long.
So I am back. I think the one you thought was Raphael was actually Leonardo. Here.
Was it Leonardo?
Yep, but he's wearing a red bandana. Here.
Yeah. It's based off the classic thing. Yeah. I'm waiting for it to pop up. Oh, did you DM it to me or?
I sent it in the group chat thing on Discord.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look in a sec here. I just gotta move my video thing. Hold on. Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been playing FF7 this entire time. Is it even showing
Yeah.
up?
Okay.
Yes,
I remember that.
it's
Yes,
showing up.
I own that. I own that. I actually had a mid-condition copy of that book. Yes, I know it. Yes, I did have that system. That had the mutation system,
Yes, it did.
where
Yes, it
determining
does.
on how you roll. Yeah, determining on how you roll. That also has the picture of the Chaos Bears or the Destroyer Bears or
Yep.
whatever the.
Terror bears.
Yeah, the Terror Bears. Terror Bears. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's been for. I haven't played that in 20 years. Yeah, it's been a very long time.
So Aris is asking, in some games they were all red. Why? Because the Eastman and Laird comics, they all
Yeah.
wore red bandanas, and it was black and white. So you could only see
Yeah.
their colors in the covers. Hey, it's early on.
Yeah, they were always kind of like I miss the old. I actually had the old comics from back in the day. I wish I hadn't thrown those out.
I read all of those actually from a torrent.
I to this day am upset by like I got rid of those, and I to this day like I threw some of them out because they were damaged, they were waterlogged. But I to this day I still feel like I shouldn't have got rid of them. Now especially because now they're worth some real money.
Yeah, but the story was never finished, and the continuity is all over the place. But still pretty good reads.
Yeah, but I had the Archie comics. After that,
Oh.
I started collecting the Archie comics
Those were
version.
good too, I would say. The Archie Comics ones, especially the ones with there was like these one long story type comic books. TMNT Classic was it? I think.
Yeah. I just remember some of the freaking insane stuff that they did for the comics, and I
TMNT
vaguely remember.
Adventures? Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, where they traveled through space and stuff, and they ran into the.
Cuddly
Di-
the
I-
Cowlick.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly everything because it's been so bloody long. Like my brain, but it's there, but it's been a long time. I had the one where they met the giant leech monster. That was what I remember, and I remember I had it halfway through.
The Mutanimals. You remember those?
Yeah.
They did.
The what?
The Mutanimals. The mighty Mutanimals. Friends of the Turtles.
Oh, I can't remember. No.
You got Man Ray, Mondo Gecko.
Oh, okay,
Blink Nut and
yeah,
Screw
okay.
Loose, Slash.
Yeah, okay, I know who those. Yeah, they made their own team, didn't they?
Yep, and then they all died.
Yeah. Did they actually all die? Really?
Yes, they got massacred.
Okay, I remember they had
At the end of a 4-issue miniseries, they all got massacred.
I remember that there was a female gecko girl, and I vaguely remember that. I don't remember much. Like it's been so long. And then I remember grabbing Bucky O'Hare comics, and then I remember picking up. There was a time when what was the name of the other one? I picked up Bucky O'Hare, and then I picked up Osagi Yojimbo, and I had some of the Osagis, but the Usagi, I apologize, not Osagi. I vaguely remember that, but it's been a long, very long time since I played that, and since I've looked through those.
That's
And
right,
I
Logan.
liked them.
Use it. Well, you see, Logan, he's very strong.
Huh?
I just had him get Vincent last stream, by the way.
Cool.
Yeah, I got who was it there? What was the other one I collected not too long? Like, I've been collecting more Punisher, but there's some other stuff I picked up years ago.
You see the one
And I
with
remember
Archie
having
meets the Punisher.
No, I picked up the actual Archie, the old Punisher comics like War Journal, Warzone, stuff like that. And then I picked up. I had the Mega Man Archie comics, and I had some of the Sonic Archie comics, but I did not have all of them. I had bits and
yes.
pieces.
The Sonic Archie comics,
Yeah.
wherein Sonic is basically Super Saiyan.
Yeah, and that's
Super
where you get the
Saiyan.
and that's where you get the
Yep.
weird super tail. That's where you get Super Tails. Was in that, if I remember correctly. Where they had.
By the way, Orc, I am playing Final Fantasy VII, but on my stream on Thursday, I'm going to start Final Fantasy VI.
Yep,
So
he is.
there you go. It's your
Oh,
favorite.
that's cool.
He won't be able to get past the snail boss. Watch. He's going to keep attacking the snail boss. And then it's going to counterattack him, and he will die. Watch.
Well, now that I know that I'm not supposed to do that, I guess...
It's like in FF7, the scorpion boss. The first boss.
Oh, yeah, you have to, like, attack it when its tail's up or something?
Yes. It's something like that. So that's where FF7 got the inspiration from. Well, they stole it, basically. They repurposed it.
Can you really steal from yourself, though?
Well, no.
Yes.
Oh my god, you level up so quickly now. What the fuck?
It means these
You're
enemies
probably
are strong.
under.
Yeah.
You're probably under leveled for the scenario if you're leveling up fast.
Yep.
Yeah, usually,
Exactly.
yeah, you could quickly tell. You could quickly tell when you're over leveled and when you're under leveled in Final Fantasy. It's really easy.
Do not.
Yeah.
Wait. Stop. Okay. There is a boss fight directly to your right if you keep going right. It's going to kill you unless you're prepared. So, I think that boss is weak versus, Beta if you have it. I'm not sure if it's weak. I don't think it's weak versus Aqualung.
What? Oh, I have an ether. I'll,
No, that's an elixir! That's an elixir! No, that's a precious item.
Oh.
Here.
Okay, then I don't think I have. Wait.
There's a save point above you. Just use a 10.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. Yep. Just don't approach that. It's at the top right, but don't approach the scorpion. Here. You see it.
Wait, why are my controls working now?
Here.
Oh.
So Aris says you should just save
have you been grinding your enemy skills? Have you stolen some of the boss monsters yet, or no?
Yep, he has.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, I see the...
What enemy skills did he steal? Like, did he
He's got
acquire?
Big Guard and Aqualung. I think he has Beta as well. Which should be more than enough to take out this thing.
Yeah, I vaguely remember I vaguely remember some of it. It's been a long time since I actually think I haven't played Final Fantasy VII since I bought it brand new back in the day.
What happened to the stream?
It was
What the?
Hold on. I have to, Duck Station froze on me. So I have to restart it.
yeah, I remember being
He doesn't
so
have
annoyed
Beta.
by it.
Apparently he doesn't have Beta, so he has Aqualung. I'm not sure if this boss can be affected by Aqualung since it looks like some kind of lobster. It might be strong versus...
I might have to restart, but...
Might be strong versus water-based attacks. Hey, Aris, do you know?
It's not like I made a whole lot of progress.
I still think it has some of the best music. They're talking about remaking 6, actually. They're going to do a complete remaster.
Of fucking course they are. I think they need to, like, finish remaking 7 first, though.
Nah.
Like, let's finish
Just
that
bring
at
in the
least.
money. Who cares?
Yeah, that's basically it's all about it's all about the money with Square Enix. Like they've re-released the same 8 games 20 fucking times, so I can't really.
Fair enough. Already remade like FF6 like 3 times already.
It's flippin' weak. Don't like it.
Like they're relaunching Dragon Quest 3, and they actually look like they did a good job on Dragon Quest 3. But even I gotta admit that's kind of stupid.
Honestly,
Even
I don't
I-
really want to do like the remakes because I just don't like that modern style with these retro games. Like Super
By the way,
Nintendo, I think just had
you're not
like,
streaming right now. Also,
oh shit,
also, Eris, the boss in Utai also has it. Shrine. I'm pretty sure.
I
What are you
vaguely
talking about?
remember like, oh,
We did.
yeah, no, it's funny how some of these like remasters and remakes, it's like, really?
Yeah, they've just run out of ideas, so it's just like, well, let's just feed people's nostalgia boners. That'll be good. That'll be good enough. It'll be easy money.
Hey, it's working for Castlevania right now.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Fuck
basically
making
what
an
they're doing.
actual like new Castlevania game. Let's just
Yeah,
give them
I'm just
something,
pissed.
dude.
Yeah, I'm just pissed off that they decided to be, didn't do some actual real work. Like, I mean, you can get a better emulation version of the Castlevania. Like, I bought that and I was so freaking mad. I was like, really, really, guys? Like, you guys had a perfect opportunity to give us an amazing something a little better. It's like, no, we're not going to give you that a better. Go, f yourself. And it's like, okay. It's not, in my mind, it's not worth it. I know people are going to play it. I know YouTubers are going to play it because
Hey,
they're going to
Logan,
make that money.
do
They got to
this.
make
Okay,
that money one way or another.
you have added effect, don't you? Put it in your armor along with a lightning materia. Yeah, added effect
What?
plus lightning. Get a
What?
lightning materia. Get a lightning materia from
Okay.
someone. Put it on your armor. Put it on Vincent. Put lightning materia
Okay.
on Vincent.
Wait, is it just a period?
I think Six had the best.
Oh, I think it was
soundtrack, to be honest.
Tifa has light. Maybe. Light.
Wait, added effect. Oh, it has to be elemental? Oh, right. Added effect plus, time? That might work for haste. Yeah. Alright.
So is this?
No. So, if you have an elemental materia, put it on your armor. Elemental plus lightning. There it is. Okay. Find an elemental materia from someone. I'm sure you have one. Unless you sold it. Did you sell it?
I don't think so.
He sold it! Never mind. Apparently Aris says you sold it. In a previous stream. Never mind.
Did I? I don't think so.
You have an all on Aerith, which is paired
I
with
know. I
nothing.
realize that now.
It's paired with nothing.
Yeah.
Well, looks like you don't have an elemental.
Okay.
It's going to be a famous last word scenario going on right now.
I think there's another
Well, I
elemental
don't have-
materia here. Somewhere. You don't really need it right now. But it
What
would
is
help.
added effect?
No, with elemental. Added effect is, Iris is correct. It's for stuff like, time, which would give you haste. Or, poison, which would give you immunity to poison or give you poison attacks.
All good things to have.
Well, anyway, I think you can take this, boss. Maybe. I mean, you beat the lost number. Lost number is stronger than this boss, so you should be able to take it. Go for it. Kill him. Yeah, he beat the lost number. Which should be
I'm
much
just transferring
stronger.
like most of Mr. T's skills over to this.
Which should be much stronger than this boss. Basically, if you can get a limit break on Vincent and then just keep healing him, because you won't be able to control him when he goes into limit break. But he's going to do tons and tons of damage. He's kind of a double-edged sword, I guess.
Where did I get the added effect thing? That was...
Added effect is to the right side. You don't need it.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I wondered if I would add that to lightning, if anything would happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
Okay.
You need elemental. Aris is correct. He doesn't
Do I
have.
have fire enabled yet? I don't know.
He doesn't have destruct
Well-
either.
Well, it was absolutely fun chatting with you guys, but I am going to take off. You guys are going to go
Later.
enjoy killing this boss. Have a good one, guys. And thank you for having me on, guys. And thank you, everybody. If you want to listen, if you want to hear stuff on Orc War Chief review stuff, I got a classic Batman 66, I believe, is on the channel. So, and I think I did a review of Batman Brave and the Bold season 1. All right, you guys have yourselves a good one.
How did I get up to get that sword the one time?
You went all the way to the right side and then you went up. That's all.
Hmm.
Alright, Orc War Chief Reviews has left
The building.
the Discord chat. Anyways. Make the game a bit bigger. Like so.
Yoink.
I gotta tell you, the game did not run this smooth on an actual console.
Huh?
The game did not run this smooth on an actual console. It's running
Yeah.
at like 60 FPS sometimes, I think.
Yeah. But emulation isn't authentic. It has to run like shit, or else the purists are gonna throw a hissy fit.
I take it you read my article on that.
Did I? I saw that you did write an article on that. I can't remember what the article was that I read.
By the way, my Castlevania article was 100% written by ChatGPT.
Good.
I just gave it instructions.
Okay, now it's the wrong way.
You wanna go to the right side and then go up. Yeah, now go up. And that
There we
is
go.
how you got the item last time. Go back to the right a little bit. Right. There you go. Later, Orc War Chief Reviews.
Bye.
So I notice I still get ad revenue even from copyright claimed live streams for some reason.
Oh, okay. I guess that doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it's just that once it gets copyright claimed, I no longer get any ad revenue. But while it's still streaming, YouTube does credit it to me. But
Okay.
it's like, it's like 50 cents every live stream. Sometimes none, sometimes nothing.
Okay.
I guess ad revenues only work if you're big enough to get thousands of views.
Yeah, I'm almost at that point. I might be, like, by the end of the year.
Heh.
Wait.
I meant like thousands of views though. Like on a single stream.
Not on a single stream, but I think I don't think it matters.
You mean the
Well,
watch
that's the
hours?
thing is that you have to have like a certain amount of watch hours.
Yeah.
I think over the course of
I
a
think
year.
it's 8,000 watch hours.
Yeah.
There it is. You were right there. There. There you go.
Yeah. And I have the best armor. And all of those are.
So, funny thing, Katsu was still using the Buster Sword on his playthrough. Yesterday. Of FF7.
Oh, was he playing this yesterday?
Yeah. And he still
I saw that he
has...
streamed, but like it's Labor Day on Monday in America, and like I'm so looking forward to that.
Yeah, he's still
Also,
using...
by this time next week, I won't have a job, so that's gonna be fun.
So he's still using the Buster Sword.
Heh.
Because he
Yes, he
refuses
could do that.
to... Because he refuses to buy anything from the shops because they're not necessary. It's a matter of principle.
I want to see him beat Persona 4 without ever upgrading the Persona. I mean, I know it's possible. I just want to see him do it.
That would be interesting. I think you need to
See
heal
how
yourself.
far that frugal mentality goes.
I think you need to heal yourself. Yep. 2 people at like half HP definitely need a heal. Right, that should be good.
Okay, so I go...
Aris218 says he beat Persona 5 without using Personas.
Oh shit, that's cool. Well, like, cause like the
Without
attack in Persona 5 is a lot stronger than in other Persona games.
Oh wait, without
Like
upgrading.
other Persona games, you kind of mostly use the Persona and then just sort of rely on attack of like when you're low on SP.
Oh wait, without upgrading Personas. Okay.
Oh, you beat without upgrading Personas. Okay. Oh, cool. Nuclear Blast.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
His limit
That's
break is overpowered because he can keep
Yeah,
attacking in that
he did.
form. He just keep attacking in that form. The problem is you don't control him. So you need somebody to keep healing him. Just in case he goes down in HP.
Yeah.
So I think you can actually take on that boss. If you can get Vincent to limit break and keep him alive, you should be able to win. Because after this short area, you'll be at like maybe 70% of this one. So
Okay.
almost done.
I'm actually not sure if I have the other discs downloaded, so that'll be fun to do if I have to.
Well, you're not beating this one today, that's for sure.
1111. Hell yeah.
Oh! If your HP goes to 7,777, you'll also do the same amount of damage every time.
Really? That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's called All Lucky Sevens.
That's cute. Also, you can upgrade your HP to 7777.
Yes, the maximum HP is 9,999. You can do it right now. Just buy some HP Plus materials from Cosmo Canyon. Like, there's a materia shop there. You can buy HP Plus materials, which will make your HP grow exponentially.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going the right way. Keep going.
Yeah. Wait.
That? Yeah, you go up.
Oh.
Go to the left a little bit and go up. There you go.
Weird.
So, save state.
Save state here.
Yep.
Actually, should I refill? Wait, did you say there's a save point somewhere?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Just save state, though. Just to be sure. Yes, you did save state, I think.
Huh?
You did save state, didn't you?
I did, yeah. I don't see a save point, so...
Yeah, actually, Iris wants you to get the elemental materia here.
Where?
Which is, done by choosing the correct tube from the top. That's why he had you save state. So, you gotta choose the correct tube from the top.
Oh, load and take another pipe. Okay. Is F1 load
Hey,
state?
you remember this
Fuck.
guy? Oh,
It's
no.
saved. Give me a second. It might just be another save slot. I get to... Disk. Where's save slot?
I don't think it's there. Well, now.
Oh shit, what did I do?
Wait. You could just... Wait. You could just,
I have a way to change, like, what save slot it was.
Well, you should just... You could have gone through all their, save slots there. Until you
Yeah,
found
I'm
the
trying
right
to
one.
figure out where to do that. Because I think it's saved to a different slot.
Okay, scroll up. You can scroll up. There are other slots there. Scroll up.
Oh, is this where it is?
I don't know. Try to find it if it's there. Those are different games. Just scroll up slowly. See if it's there. Nope, that's Resident Evil.
I don't know.
Just keep going up. Come on, just There were only like 10 slots. Maybe it was there somewhere. Okay, it's not that one. Keep going up.
Whatever, I'll just restart.
Hey, why not just
Huh?
why not try scrolling through all your global slots? There's like only 10 global slots. It might be there somewhere.
I don't even know how to select it in that case.
Just keep
wait.
scrolling up. Like when you load the global slots, just keep scrolling up until you find something that looks familiar. Okay? Up, up.
And then do I just load there?
No, not
Oh.
that one. I said keep going up, up. Keep going. Going. Keep going. Okay, those are all. It's not there. Never mind. That is a different game.
Okay, whatever. I didn't make like that much progress. I can do this. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to.
Cloud9. Yep. He did. I believe it says F2 to save state and then F1 to load the state.
Yeah,
Sure.
I should have done that.
Logan is committed with 28 hours. It's been 28 hours
Since what?
since you started the game.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting. This is only like a 50-hour game usually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I take a while to do
You need to
things.
revive Cloud, by the way. Cloud dead.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, go right. Added effect does not work with enemy skill. I've tried that. It does work with summons, like Hades. If you equip it on armor with Hades, on armor with Hades, it can actually stop almost all status attacks, which is how I beat Ruby weapon without using a ribbon. Her level 3 limit break is one of the best, by the way, Fury brand. Basically,
Yeah.
it fills everyone's limit breaks. Once she uses it, it fills everyone else's limit breaks.
Cool.
And great
Who's
boss-
limit break?
Aerith's level 3 limit break. Fury brand.
Oh, cool.
And you'll never run low on money in this game as long as you have mastered all materials. They sell for like, I don't know, 1 million. They're crazy expensive once mastered. Wait, you didn't take the sword yet.
Oh, yeah.
All the way to the right, and then circle. On emulation, it's super clear to see that these are pre-rendered images and not really 3D.
Yeah.
But on a TV, it's not that obvious.
It looks too good. All video games should be played on a 2-inch black and white TV. Fuck with the vertical hold so it doesn't work.
Yeah, keep going down and then go left. And, yeah, no, left. Left and up, left, up. Right now. And right and up and left. He's a big burb. Only Vincent can reach the big burb. Hit it with magic. Added effect on poison could work? Well, that could be a thing. I'm not sure he has bio materia. Like a poison materia. I think he has like a poisona. Okay, here we are.
Okay, so
Yeah, save state. If you can, F2. Okay, get that treasure right in front of you. It's an all.
oh, I got an all. Oh,
Well,
have
that's always useful.
yeah.
You remember this guy from the dream sequence? Sephiroth would one-shot
Try
this guy.
going down. Okay. Are there other treasure tests? I guess.
Yeah, he wants you to get the elemental materia. That one I think is a good one. Go down and circle, circle. Power soul. Yes, that's a Tifa weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. Why did you load though?
I wanted to see what the other
Oh, okay.
things were. I assumed like that's because I guess one of these is elemental.
Yeah, I think that's what he said. So you've already been here.
Oh. Okay. Oh, how many?
There's like 5 of them.
Try the far right one.
Oh, you're at the save point.
Oh, that's good. Is there any way to go back up after like?
Yes. You
Oh,
can,
okay. Then I don't need to save state.
You can
I
go
can
back.
just get all of this shit.
You can go back up like even if you're down there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always go back later for it. You can go all the way from Nibelheim. Aris says if you take the stairs instead, you can go back up. Maybe you should try that.
Take the stairs instead.
Yeah, just load state and then... Yeah. there's
Load
some-
state.
Yeah, load the state from the top. So take the stairs, you see the stairs. To the right side. Yeah, there. No! Not all the way to the right. Just a little bit. You see that? Before the tubes. There, see? That one. So I'll go down the stairs.
Okay.
That's what he said he should do.
Okay.
You know, in the remake version of this, where in the flashback where Cloud and Sephiroth are here, Cloud is actually not useless. Unlike in this game, where Cloud is like level 1. In the remake version, he's actually useful. Yeah, there is a door by the ladder to the left side, Aris. critical hit. There you go. Yep. Go down. Yeah, circle. Yeah, there is a door there to the left side. You see that? Oh yes, I remember this one. This is the old materia. No, the old Shinra reactor. There is nothing here. Never mind. Yeah, just go back to the right side.
Yeah. The materia should be on the small lake.
Well, you can just walk there. Well, after you get the elemental materia, just kill the boss and then we move on to the next part of the game, wherein you will meet another new party member. Later, Aris. So yeah, you need to go back first. It's to the right side. See the red arrow? Just go there. Right? Up. Go up a little bit. There you go. So Aris says, go down. Right there. Press circle. So, you can unlock the ladder. Yeah. Go down. Go down. And, go to the left. Just, there you go.
There we go. Bye, Aris. If I didn't say that before.
It heals itself using fire? Really? Well. You know what? Who cares about the materia? Go and fight that boss. Kill it. There. Circle.
Oh.
Yeah. Over there. Circle on it. There. That boss is blocking the way. Yeah, just press circle on it. Use big guard, by the way. E-skill big guard. At the start. E-skill. Big guard. Just once. That will give you some shielding.
Okay.
Now let's see. He says ice, so maybe Aqualung will work. E-skill Aqualung. There. If that works, then you just keep using that. Use summon. It does work. Awesome. Use Titan. Titan should work. E-skill, aqua lang. More aqua lang. Yeah, there.
Aqualung.
Just wait for the summon to finish.
Ah.
E-skill, aqua lang. Keep using it. And heal yourself if necessary.
Okay, I'm good. Actually, yeah,
Except for Cloud. Just use it. Yeah, keep using Aqualung. It's gonna die soon.
Can I use this?
I don't think you should. No, it's strong versus that one. It's going to heal it. Okay, your barrier is down, so just heal yourself first, and then use E-skill Big Guard. Ah! That is going to hurt. Oh, you're still alive. E-skill Aqualung. Heal, yes. Use healing wind. At least it did use Trine, so now you have learned Trine. Look, Vincent's limit break is up. So you should use all your limit breaks. Use Clim Hazard, your second limit break on Cloud. That one does more damage. Limit break. Clim Hazard, second one. There, that one. Aqualung. E-skill Aqualung. Use Cure 2. Use Cure 2. There. He should die pretty soon. Oh,
He's dead. Bye-bye.
there you go. And now you have...
Yay!
And now you learn Trine as well, which is also an enemy skill. It's a lightning based. Enemy skill, basically the strongest lightning spell.
And I got a gem ring, whatever that is.
Yeah, that's an accessory. I think it lets you absorb stuff.
Oh, that might actually
Also,
be useful.
it dropped
Thanks
the
to
materia.
HPG's Cerulean.
It dropped the materia, so go and get it. It's nice and purple, and it's just sitting there. You see it.
Where?
It's right in front of you, so go down a bit, don't run. Go to the left. Go to the right side. Go to the right side a bit. Well, you should be able to take these guys.
Hello, DJ. DJ Ronnie.
Hello, DJ Ronnie. Welcome. Okay, so let me guide you to the materia. Just walk to the left a little bit. I mean to the right. Walk to the right.
The other left.
And then down. Go down. Down. There you go.
I got...
Counter materia.
Okay, is that useful?
Yeah, it's useful. But you can go out of the cave now. You don't need to get all the treasure here. Hey, wait, where are you going? Just go all the way down. Yeah. Yeah, just go there. Yeah, keep going. That should be the exit.
Okay.
There you go, save game.
What is the piano version of this song? Or is that like at the very end?
Yeah, the piano version is this one. It's a do, re, mi, ti, la, do, re, mi, so, fa, do, re, do.
No, I mean not the one that I play. Like, isn't there like an actual like
Yeah.
like a version of this song that's like I don't know, never mind.
This is the main theme of FF7, so, at the, ending credits, there should be
That
another
might be
version
it,
of it.
yeah. And I'm gonna save state just to be absolutely safe.
Alright,
Done.
so now you're going to go
I
to the rocket town, or you can just stop here, if you want.
might just stop here.
Alright,
I think we're both kind of tired.
sort of. Alrighty. Joseph. Alright,
Right.
shall we,
Well,
shall
we
end
did
this?
something, and that's not nothing.
And you guys, had a nice little talk.
Yeah, we had a great, fun talk about like political corruption and education.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That too is nice.
Yeah. All right. Thanks everybody
Upcoming
for
streams.
remember to give Elle money.
Oh, don't worry, I have a new outro for that.
Oh, cool.
So,
Is it also long and convoluted?
no, it's very short. Anyways,
Yay!
you have any upcoming streams?
Rompery tomorrow night. I say that I plan to do Rompery tomorrow night, but I am actually going to my parents to have dinner with my sister and the grandkids. So
Family reunion.
I may start a little bit late, but I mean, my work in your advantage. That means you might actually be able to see more of it. Monday, I'm gonna continue on doing the Alpha Cave Atari 2600. I had a lot of fun doing that on last Monday. Honestly, like that might be like one of the more fun times I've had doing a stream in recent memory. So
You don't enjoy streaming anymore.
I do enjoy streaming. I always enjoy streaming. It's just like that might be one of the times I've enjoyed it the most in recent memory.
Okay.
Anyway, Tuesday will be Threads of Fate, where I will continue on Mint Story.
Yes,
So
Mint is better.
yes, because the lowly Empire interfered with my Steam Deck, and now I must play Mint Story.
Yep.
And then Thursday, also due to my save data being erased, I will be playing Final Fantasy 3/6.
Which version will it be?
Probably the SNES version. Like I said, I just kind of admire like that aesthetic more so than any of the more modern 3D remakes.
So if you're going for the SNES version, go for the FF6 Anthology PS1 version. Basically, it's the
Isn't
same
that just
thing.
the same thing? Isn't that just the same thing but with load times?
No, it's the same thing but with FMV cutscenes. Also,
okay.
it has a few quality of life changes, which make it a little
Alright.
bit better.
Yeah, I might. Okay, good idea. I'll play the PS1 version. Although you said Chrono Trigger had FMV cutscenes on the PS1 version. I've played that and I don't remember that.
Oh, it does. Oh, it does.
Okay.
It does anime cutscenes.
Okay. I don't remember that, but I guess it's been like, I don't know, a decade since I tried to play Chrono Trigger on PS1.
Okay. I mean, it's at the intro, actually.
Yeah, actually, I think it was. Oh, maybe I just skipped the intro. That could be why. But yeah, like I might even have. Is that the one that came with Chrono Trigger? Like it was like a 2-disc thing. It was Chrono Trigger and maybe FF.
Yes.
Was it FF3 or FF6?
I think it was FF4.
FF4 maybe. Might be it.
Together with Chrono Trigger. It was also an anthology thing. Because FF5 and FF6 are.
Yeah, because it was like. Yeah, I kind of
bundled
figured
together.
because like I assumed like it was FF6 because like the way you're describing it kind of reminds me of like Chrono Trigger, like mostly just the SNES version, but with load times and cutscenes apparently.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, like the cutscenes and quality of life improvements, that's probably fair enough. It's not like I'm speed running the game.
And if you want to speedrun it, you can use Tab.
Oh yeah, true. But some speedrunners should just do that. Like, oh, so what? Speedrun Ocarina of Time while constantly like having the game in fast forward. Can you do it?
I'm sure somebody
That's the
out
next
there can do it.
challenge. That's the next challenge. Stop like saying, "Oh, fast forwarding is cheating." Make that like its own percent category. Super Mario Brothers fast forward percent.
Oh, I think there are some people who can actually do that. I mean,
There
look at,
probably are. I've just never seen it done.
have you ever seen how fast a competitive game of Tetris can go?
True. Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever seen
Well,
that?
I mean, like,
Wait.
look at like fucking
No,
the guy who can get to like level 255 when you're only like
Meh.
genuinely supposed to get to
that's-
level 30.
Man, that's nothing. That's nothing. I tell you, that's nothing. Here, let me show you. I'll give you a link. Maybe I show it to everyone. I am not.
We were gonna end the stream. That was fun.
I mean, I
Oh, well.
just watch it.
Yeah.
Right here. So I put it in the Discord. So maybe
Okay.
stream it so everyone can see it.
I will. Give me a second.
I mean, you're talking fast forward. These guys are playing in fast forward by default.
They should do this while going fast forward.
I mean,
Oh.
I'm not
Oh
kidding.
my. Oh my. Oh
See,
my.
These guys are going fast forward, I tell you.
How? This is a human playing this? This
These
isn't
are
like
two
an AI?
humans. These are two humans playing it.
Oh.
It's a versus game.
This is... This is anxiety personified.
So these are some of the best players on the planet. That is why.
Yes. Christ, wow.
Both of these guys are contenders.
I will give you $1 million if you do this, Elle.
I wouldn't last even 2 seconds with these guys.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be funny to watch you try, though. It'd be funnier to watch me try, probably.
Oh, I have played against some guys who can play like this. I mean,
Look
I
how much
can
of a
sort
struggle it was for me to do a T-spin the other day, and like, look at these people just effortlessly doing it.
Yeah, they even stack for T-spin triples on purpose.
Yeah. I wonder if I could get Chappy GPT to write Miku's song about Tetris. Probably.
There's already a Miku singing the Tetris theme. La 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 la.
Are there lyrics to the Tetris? Actually, there probably are, because it's like actually, yes, there definitely are, because it's like based off a traditional Russian song.
It's Troika, is it?
I don't remember what the name of the song is called.
But yeah, this is what top-tier Tetris looks like.
They are on a whole other level. Do they, I wonder if they, like... I know in, like, classic Tetris, there's, like, a rolling method where you have, like, the controller...
they don't
like,
use...
upside down. I wonder if, like, modern Tetris does something like that.
They don't use anything like that. They use a keyboard. And
actually, yeah, that'll do
shortcuts.
it.
Basically
That's true, because, like, with a keyboard, you can push, like, multiple directions down at a time.
Yeah, you can hard drop to the left, or you can hard drop to the right instantly. And you can instantly rotate 3 times with a keyboard. That is considering that you have actually memorized how to do that, and you can do that on instinct, like these guys do.
These people, if there's ever a war, I want it to be exclusively fought by speedrunners. They'll finish the war and then they'll be like, nah, I want to do this war again. I want to kick your ass again and just get higher strats. Get a new PB.
Yeah, so basically what they're doing here, let me explain. They can't actually KO each other with just Tetrises and stuff. So they have to stack for combos, like T-spin into Tetris into T-spin. Just to get somebody high enough up
18 combo.
Yeah, they need to use combos just to get somebody high enough up there in order to KO them. This is Tetrio. Yep, this is Tetrio, Michael. It allows for speeds like this.
He was asking. Okay, got it. Oh, and this is just a video, by the way.
Yep. It's being played by Doremi and Firestorm. Basically 2 of the fastest guys on the US.
Wow. Oh, these are both US players? Okay.
Yep.
America.
Probably the fastest guys in the world, anyway.
I wonder how good the creator of Tetris actually is at his own game.
I don't think he would be very good at it.
Probably not.
Like the creator of Tekken, for example, is not that good at his own game.
Yeah, like I always wonder, like, how good are devs actually at their own games? I feel like you would have to be at least pretty good, at least good enough to be able to beat it. At least good enough to be able to beat it legitimately so that you can check to make sure there aren't any, like, game-breaking glitches.
Yeah, I guess. But, you know, they also have testers and stuff.
True. I guess nowadays you do, yeah. Like, back in the old days, beta testing was just, you know, drop an acid tablet.
There's a story behind the creation of Tetris. Great assembler coders, I would guess, says DJ Ronnie. Let's see, Mike quotes us.
Is bad. Well, I mean, like, if you, like, look, there's, like, a documentary, I'm pretty sure, on, like, Apple TV Plus or something where it gets into that. But, like, basically, it just, like, the rights of Tetris pretty much resulted in, like, a global incident.
So, here, to give you an idea of their speed. Look at their speeds, their relative speeds. So, Doremi's, playing at 3.38 pieces per second, while Firestorm is playing at 4.38 pieces per second. Now, to give you a clue, I play at around zero point 0.8 to 1.2 pieces per second. So that gives you a clue as to how fast they are.
That's
You
insane.
play at around 0.3 to 0.2 pieces per second.
Yeah, probably.
I've seen you. I've seen your speed in Tetrio.
That sounds about right.
It was written on a Russian clone of the old DEC PDP-11. So, the fastest guy we
It was
have...
written on... Oh, wait.
Yeah, the fastest guy we have who can play Tetris in this community is probably Robert Kraken General, who is a little bit faster than I am. So, he only plays around 1.5.
R11. I've never even heard of that.
He only
Oh, the
plays around
Electronica,
1.5.
the Electronica 80. I actually probably know that computer better as the Electronica 80.
I have
Yeah,
no idea
I was
what
actually
is.
just watching. I was actually just watching a video of like I was actually just watching. There's a guy who like grew up in Russia and is kind of doing like almost like a game sack style, just like going like or like gaming historian sort of like videos on like Russian consoles. Somebody got like somebody managed to make like clones of the ZX Spectrum were really big in Russia. And somebody actually made a consoleized ZX Spectrum that was exclusive to Russia and took cartridges.
I'm only now learning that there were clone Game Boys. That took Nintendo cartridges.
Oh, they did? Okay, I was gonna say, like, when you were saying clone Game Boys, were you talking about just, like, the Game Child, where it was just, like, an LCD game?
No,
Oh,
like, like
yeah, no, like the Game
clone
Child.
consoles.
Like, Ashens literally made a movie about the Game Child.
A classmate of mine had those. Had one of those, a Game Child. It's an LCD game.
Yeah, like it looked it looked kind of like a Nintendo Game Boy, except I think it only had one button and
It's an LCD game.
and it was like an LCD. It was like a pop station type thing. There was like one that was like a soccer game, and one I think was like an airplane game, and a third one that I don't know.
They all suck, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, they sucked even more so than traditional LCD. There are some decent LCD games that I want to emulate, but I guess archive.org is probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, like how I did.
Supposedly you're supposed to be able to emulate some Tiger games in MAME, but I haven't been able to work that out.
Yeah, just use archive.org like I did.
Yeah.
Easier.
I would like do a stream of those, but I don't think anyone would watch that.
I'd watch it.
Okay. I might have to do that sometime.
Alrighty.
Because it'll be funny to watch me try and figure out these games. Because like most of the Tiger LCD games are like incomprehensible beyond belief.
I guess.
From what I remember, like
Little Mermaid was fun though. It
Was
even
it?
had an
Okay.
ending. It even had its own ending.
Oh wow,
It
that's
had
cool.
multiple levels and its own ending.
The one I most remember was the Mega Man 2 game where you could run out of ammo.
Well, that's just sad.
Yeah, like you had limited ammo in Mega Man 2 because AVGN made this point, but I think it was just like they never actually played Mega Man 2. They just looked at the really shitty Mega Man 2 box art where he has a gun.
They tried to make a Street Fighter Tiger handheld. It
That
exists.
exists, I believe.
Yeah, it exists.
Yeah, and actually, from what I remember, like it's surprisingly decent. It has special moves and everything.
Yeah, that's funny. Nah,
Yeah, it's like the Street Fighter 2 one is actually not too bad.
It'll never work. Anyways, yeah, looks like my voice is going. So,
All right.
I gotta go.
All right, I already did my spiel.
Alrighty. So, with that said, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. This has been Elle-C and LDP.
Yep,
And,
thank you for having me on, as always.
We are out of here. I'm gonna disconnect early. So, bye-bye,
Right,
Logan.
bye-bye.
Alright, guys, Logan has left the house, and so have I. You'll rewind and watch the part you missed. Awesome. DJ Ronnie. And now, for some ads. By me. So, bye-bye. One dislike. How sad. Probably that guy who wanted to enter the talk. And I was like, nope. We let Awkward Chief Reviews in because, he's, regular here. Anyways. If you enjoyed the stream, please consider my commission services, which are all negotiable and listed to my left. I am 100% reliant on YouTube nowadays, so any support is greatly appreciated. Once again, thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you may be watching me from. Bye-bye!